Hi, everybody, and welcome back. This is episode 19 of Arc 2 of Better Than Heroes. I'm Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the now level 8 Joel Tohr-Kreen fighter.
I'm Ovredahl. I play the human bard, Flute, Whimteaser, a.K.A. the Windrider.
My name is Jordan Dahl, and I play the Moonboy, a also now level 8 Moonboy. We cooked up some cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm Aaron Urist, and I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the Artificer.
And I'm Harlan Kelly, the person who's the dungeon master of this party.
Hey, come on, you scamp.
You rascal.
A couple quick announcements before we get started. Our Discord is now open to anyone who wants to be in there. You don't have to be a subscriber or a patron any longer to come hang out with us, to talk about the game, to talk about dice, to share game insights and all that stuff. There's lots of people in there talking all the time. It's a good place to be. Come join us in Discord. That also means fun and new exciting things for our subscribers and our patrons. We're working on some new benefits to being, financially supporting the show. So we really appreciate that. I want to make sure that you guys know it. Feel that in your heart.
Just to leak a little something, we're kind of doing behind the scenes stuff for Patreon and Twitch subscribers. I leaked one of the baddies' sheets tonight, so they have it. They can follow along at home for the devastation. So I made them all promise.
Send it to me. I'll give you $5.
I made them all promise they wouldn't share it, but it's in there. So.
I'm gonna start a burner Patreon so that I can get access.
Yeah, totally.
Aaron, all of our patrons are going to be DMs in the chat. Oh no. Needless to say, we have a big fight tonight. So it may be a long episode. We're strapping in for a long one. Make sure you've got all the snacks that you need before we get started. It's going to be
a pee break, though. Don't panic.
Episode. No, we're not going to be here for eternity. We'll be able to leave. We might be, but you won't.
If you die in D&D, you're trapped forever.
Forever.
That's
true.
In the flower dungeon.
Ever?
Trapped in Zoom forever.
Trapped in Zoom.
Oh no, quick!
In just a few moments, we are going to play some 5e Spelljammer inspired Dungeons & Dragons. But first, our show is brought to you by Big Top Productions.
Big
Top.
Top!
It is...
That was a good one,
live
Andrew.
soundtrack
We did it.
by the wonderful Jason Wardell, and it is directed by Case Drury of Tiger Moon Productions.
Yow!
And now
Yow!
for
Double
last week's
yow.
recap.
Last time on Better Than Heroes, in the depths of Ventress's secret vault, the crew met the moon girl Leloon in a verdant chamber which felt less like a prison and more like a miraculous lunar garden. A being of obvious power, she dispensed many revelations to the party. She was not imprisoned, as had been thought, but was in fact waiting here for the Moonboy's arrival. She revealed unto Moonboy the troubling history of the moon's destruction and the shocking truth of his past life. Flute asked her about the strange notes he had been finding, and she told him he had an evil in his heart, and implied that he had somehow written the notes himself. The Moon Girl also revealed that the Dinger had been captured by pirates, but promised the crew to help them reclaim the ship. K.A.I. returned Klik's tchotchka to her. Finally, after a long day, the crew rested and leveled up. The next day, Leloon spoke of an infamous Meridian Tract hitman called Malachation coming to assassinate her, whom she was determined to face. Despite Moon Girl's many warnings, the crew decided to stay and face the coming danger and help their new ally. Windrider's gang of fish people showed up after defeating the Naga with the aid of some divine intervention, and pledged their aid in the coming fight as well. We've got this, right? Just because a powerful seer who can see all futures says that one or more of us may die, that doesn't mean that we will, right? Find out right now on Better Than Heroes!
Woo!
that was a good sandwich.
Pastrami stash.
I knew we were in case. I just wanted to let them continue talking about sandwiches. I didn't want to cut that off.
Ah, the old pickle remnant.
Yep. The old sandwich saver.
We've been doing this long enough that hot starts are just fair game. So
Yeah, it's expected. We have no
So-
secrets.
we left the crew with this zoom out of everybody, and Flute was preparing with the fish folk, kind of like coordinating, coaching a bit. We've got the rest of the crew kind of has been talking to the Moon Girl, Laloon, as she said, like, yeah, I'm gonna fight. I'm in this with you all, and yeah, I think I want to know if there's anything that you all want to prepare, but before we get into it, I think that Laloon is gonna kind of lead the way. She said, like, okay, if you guys are in for it, if you're down. She's like, well, I'm gonna. Nope, not everybody. Oh, well, I'm gonna.
I'm sorry. I love it.
It's okay.
So
So
much.
I practice, and sometimes it just doesn't come out like I made.
There's so many people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you do an excellent job.
It's me, the moon girl.
I circumvent that problem by only having 2. So
The moon girl.
I feel like I'm a chest of drawers, and I like open it, and the wrong character comes out, and I'm like, get back in there.
Real Jim Henson's creature closet
Yeah.
situation.
Or just like Psyduck from Pokemon,
Sure.
Yeah. But the Moon Girl looks over and she's like, well, if we're gonna do this, I best get this place ready. And she goes, folks? And you see all kind of like the flowers ripple a little bit. She's like, prepare! And all of the flowers just go underground. And she walks around to each flower bed and pulls a kind of what looks like almost a Lincoln log from the edge of each of the flower
I
beds,
like that.
and puts it together so it goes in a box form. And like Lincoln logs, she like puts them together. She gets a small piece of wood from each of the flower beds, and when she closes it together, she puts it in the middle of the room and looks at you all, and she's like, back up. Especially the fish folk, get them back. I don't want to crush them. And she seems to press a button on it, and she kind of like hurries her little old self up. She's like, and walks away from it. As you see the logs from this thing seem to unfold and unfold and unfold. And Case, if you want to go ahead and put the art for the map we'll be using tonight here, you see all of the flower beds just go underground, and this large fort opens itself up. It seems to be made of all the flower beds. All of the flowers that you've seen before kind of like pull themselves up again from the top sections of this the ramparts. And she walks over to the edges here, and she's like, there's some and she whistles, and like a door just seems to appear out of nowhere, and she's like, oh yes. This is probably the best angle to fight at, don't you think? And looks back and winks at you all. And if you all want to see it too, you can look at the Roll20 map here, and I will have it up for you in this moment. Some wonderful art by Joshua Smith, just truly
Very
heroic.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How can you guys see it? Mine's still just a green square.
Oh no!
That's weird.
Hit that refresh.
Yeah.
button.
You have to look
Backing
through
out.
it, kind of.
Yeah.
Like you're
Blur
looking
your
at-
eyes.
Blur your eyes,
It's
yeah.
beautiful. It's so
Totally.
green
It's a sailboat.
and square. I'm refreshing.
Very
It'll be fine.
cool.
Try
Okay.
zooming out.
So that's her little prep piece here. If you all have other things that you would like to prep, is now.
How long do we have?
I would ask Laloon if she could give us like a 10-minute warning. Is that going to be possible?
Oh, absolutely.
If anyone could.
I think
You've got about an hour.
I think the Moonboy is going to approach her and be like, I sometimes I summon like creatures, sometimes. I summon them on accident. It's not always what I planned, but, would you like me to summon up a mess of crazy creatures?
Have you asked them first? It's very important to ask before you summon.
Well, most of the time, I got
Otherwise the
reprimanded
bats will...
once. Right.
Yeah, the bats will unionize.
Yes, tell me about the bats. Oh my god. And but I will say, most of the time when they come out of the hat, they seem quite bloodthirsty, ready to kill.
Yeah, I mean they understand their purpose here. Plus they're not too worried about it, as they'll just go back to the dimension that they're from.
Right.
But
Learned that the hard way. I tried to pin a parking ticket on a summoned pig one time. Didn't work out.
Well, parking tickets are terrible, evil devices, so do everything you can to get out of them. They shouldn't
Amen,
tax.
sister.
Yes, they shouldn't tax people who don't have driveways in this very expensive way. It's not good for the... Anyway, sorry. She says, yes, battle elementals. So what do you summon when you summon things?
Bats, mostly. Lots of weird kind of bats. And,
Yes.
But in my dreams, I felt stranger things rumbling beneath the surface, yearning to be let out and whoop some ass, that feeling?
I do.
What's
Yeah,
stranger
I bet
than a
you do.
bat?
Probably like a bat with 4 wings, maybe. Double
or a
bat,
badger.
I guess. A batger
Batcher. Oh dear.
could happen.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but wasn't there like a pond in this room or like a lake? There was like a body of water in this room.
So the thing about this map is behind you all, kind of like on the south side of the map, there is currently a pathway that's kind of like open field that leads back to this house that she has, you all previously slept in and around, but there was a large pond behind it. And she, in this moment, Moonboy, she's like, I see, I too have had those dreams, and, Jeffrey, I need to close off the back here, she says to the tiny little moon that's orbiting her head. And she says, I need to close off the back here. Will you go get your helmet, please? And Jeffrey kind of this just faceless little white glowing moon that rotates her head kind of wiggles itself. And she's like, yes, go get your helmet. And he just takes off, flying back toward where that house is. And you see her, Moonboy, start to cast a spell. And the sky here is just full of moonlight for a second. It almost, in the same way that last time it switched from night to day very quickly, it switches again for a second. And you hear it's like a shaking. You feel it and you hear it at the same time.
Whoa.
And you see something kind of peek over the top of the building that she slept in before. And this whole time she is sitting there clearly casting a spell, kind of sitting down. Her eyes go white for a second and she's moving her hands around, and then she reaches into her pocket and pulls out just these tiny little itty bitty bones and crushes them in her hands and rubs them together. And that's when you hear the rumbling changes from a constant rumble to just boom, 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 boom. And from behind the house, you see this big white glowing swirl of, it looks like Moonboy looks when he changes into his star form, only it's about 20 feet high and looks like a humanoid, and it's just built of white fire, and it's wearing this big, huge metal helmet that looks like a knight's helmet, and is holding a giant metal sword. And the moon girl clicks out of this vision, and she goes, oh, I love it when Jeffrey does this. And as he walks up, as this big flaming form walks up to you, the trees move themselves and close in a circle behind it, so you can no longer see the tree. and she was like, Moonboy, would you like to take Jeffrey's for a spin?
Oh my God, it's Jeffrey. Jeffrey,
Oh,
what's
when you
up?
say-
It's the Moonboy.
Jeffrey, you look great.
You're huge, dude. It's incredible.
You just hear,
Moonboy
Yeah, good.
shoots up metal. Yes! As soon as he does that. Absolutely. Is he going to be fighting with us?
the moon girl looks at you and goes, yes, he's quite useful in his elemental form. He says, like, and she's just standing there holding the sword. And I'm going to go ahead and use the moon token, the moon art that you did for your own moon, just for the purposes of this fight.
Yes.
Jordan, I sent you the stat block beforehand. I didn't tell you what
I
it
have
was for,
it. I
but
have
yeah.
it.
So you do
I
have.
love this Michelin Knight.
Yes.
So you are going to have a moon elemental in this fight. That.
Oh God, I love it
man.
so much.
I don't want to meet that guy's union lawyer.
Yes, you cleared this with the giant, flaming moon giant union, right?
Yeah. He says, employee-owned company.
Giant moon
man.
golems local 214.
And so it's only up for an hour, but I'm going to kind of put this. I'm going to kind of like say this moment happened closer to. I'm futzing with time a little bit here, but I don't want to mess with it. And yeah, Jordan, you will be controlling this elemental that's in the fight. It does take concentration. The Moon Girl explains to you.
Okay.
If I get hit and lose hold of this spell, she says, as you can see her like twiddling a bone in her fingers, that she is like clearly using it to remain focused on the spell. She's like, Jeffrey doesn't go away. He just gives over a bit to the elemental fire inside of him, so he could be dangerous. Just
Oh my God.
Oh dear. Okay.
Noted.
Well,
Oh
you stick
no.
close to
Noted.
me then.
yeah, so I'll be staying up here. She says as she like is up on top of the ramparts here. She's like,
Yeah.
I've got a few tricks, but
We will protect you, Moon Girl. And so
Talon
will
has
Jeffrey.
spelled-
Look at him. He's incredible.
Talon has a spell to cast since I'm controlling Talon.
yeah, absolutely. What is Talon casting in preparation here?
Talon's gonna cast Aid at level 4 on K.A.I, Klik, and Flute.
All right, I like it. And what is it? Just for the
Yeah, what does that do?
So
People at home?
at level 4, we each get 15 temporary hit points, and our max HP goes up by 15.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
Incredible.
But it's temporary, the max HP?
Yes, but right, it lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
Doesn't raise your HP forever, but your max goes up, so you can heal those temporary hit points back.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I will,
Andrew, I'm gonna throw this little blue token on here for the crew of fish folk.
Yeah, I
Um,
was gonna ask if it's cool with the fish folk. I was going to like stagger them all around this ring of trees, like so they form like an equal, distant kind of circle, and have them hide in the trees.
Sure. There are 12 of them, so can we say that each one of these tokens is 4 of them?
Yes. Yeah.
Or 3 of them?
Yeah, that works for me.
Moon Girl has portent. Is that a thing that she has rolled?
You can roll for it right now. As Rachel, for the audience here, to help me, everybody tonight will be running someone besides their character. So Rachel is running a portion of the Moon Girl's abilities here, and so she's got a little list of skills that you absolutely can roll for that real quick. She can do a really cool thing where she changes out dice. She has 3 chances to change out the result of the dice rolls. So what numbers did you get when you rolled for it?
I had a 9 and a 16.
All right, cool. And so, yeah, you have 3 times where you can use either of those numbers to swap out for allies or enemies when they roll.
So you
a result
actually
of
roll
something.
3 times.
It says roll 2. It says roll 2 d20s. Each roll can only be used once, 3 uses.
Yeah, roll 1 more then.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's
And then, so
Sorry. I have a dice tray. I just chose not to use it that time. I just went
very
rogue.
funny sound.
Pretty good scream.
That one was a 4.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
okay, cool.
'Cause she can use them on enemies too.
Yeah.
All right,
And
well,
attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
just everybody, everybody's got their. So, Jordan, you're running. Jeffrey, the giant elemental, the moon guard elemental.
Yes.
Aaron, you're running Talon as well. Rachel, you're running the Moon Girl, and Andrew, you're running this stat block of fish folk. Before combat kicks off here, is there anything else anyone wants to do? And while you're like kind of prepping here, I'd still love everyone to go ahead and roll initiative, just so we can get it nice and prepped here. Before we
Yeah, the
roll
Moonboy is he's feeling a little strange. He's feeling a little his magic seems a little off, and so I think he finds a quiet corner to meditate and rebuild his spells for this particular fight. And I think it is in that moment that he realizes that he's been somewhat changed by his time here, and his he feels new moonish powers awakening within him. He took a feat at level 8. We built it today. It's dope.
Yeah, can like as you're over alone in the corner, can Moon Girl come over to you and like all of a sudden put her hand on your shoulder and be like, you are blessed with the moon.
Yes, I feel that way. Sometimes. The moon, I talk to it,
I feel that it is because we are together. That, as you are, it's a familial thing. Because we are from the same place, we feel comfortable with each other. Even though you do not remember, we have shared histories. Have walked in the same cities. And I hope that is some sort of comfort that is being unlocked within you. An acceptance.
It is. It very much is. And I should say that I know you told me that the moon is gone and dead. But I still feel it. And I feel that some part of it still exists out there. And I think that wherever it is, it's happy that we found each other, the Moon Girl. Whatever happens today.
Well, you would know the best. You speak to the moon, she says. And then she goes, why don't we celebrate you accepting yourself by kicking the ass of a baddie?
Yes, let's kill several people in the name of celebration.
Yes, let's do violence as we must.
Let's use violence on them to end their lives.
Yes, to solve our problems.
Some would
There's
say.
a solution
kind
to
of
them.
sideways.
A permanent one.
Is K.A.I all right?
Yeah, Klik kind of squirms at this.
I think we may be teaching
What?
K.A.I
That's
the
what we're
wrong
doing.
lessons.
I don't get it either, Kai. It seems like a pretty permanent solution to me as well.
It's what we always do.
We've killed before.
I'm just kidding.
and
I know. I am aware of philosophy and ethics
None
and
of it
stuff.
has come back to
These are bad guys. They're coming to, to try
Yes,
to
I mean-
destroy everything, all of reality and everything.
Malefication has certainly killed just like cities of people, just so it's clear.
Have you
he's
looked at
very
any
bad.
possible futures where we just sort of let them do whatever?
Yes, most of them in the world just being totally like flipped into itself and not existing anymore.
That's bad. Any potential futures where we like use our words effectively?
Yes, but
All right, the bit's gone cold. I'm sorry.
okay, yeah, you're right. It's also my answer to that is very complicated, very difficult work.
Yeah, we don't have time for it.
Yes, you're right. Okay.
Kai has some. Go ahead.
It's gone cold.
No, you can go ahead.
Kai has some stuff to do, some spells to cast as we approach the time. Are we close?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of being loosey-goosey here with the sequence of events. So if you
I'm
have
just
something
going
you'd like
say-
to accomplish, go for it.
I'm going to say the things that Kai wants to do, and I'll assume that I do them within time for them all to be useful.
That is extremely fair, and you should do that.
Kai's going to use the potion of flying, and sort of an apparatus slots out of his kind of chest neck area, and he slots it in. And you can see the potion sort of being distributed throughout his body, and he lifts up off of the ground and is flying. Kai is also going to cast Arcane Weapon upon his Hemestine's Arcane Obliterator, and he's going to cast Mirror Image upon himself. So there are 5 flying Kais all sort of hanging around.
Sick.
Double thumbs up. 10 thumbs up.
10 thumbs up. Talon turns around. She's like, "Kai, are you? Oh shit!" She like is surprised by the 10 of you there, and she's like, "Yeah, you seem fine. You've
We
got."
all answer in unison. We're doing fine.
Echo,
Okay.
echo. Windrider's gonna spend most of the time kind of coordinating with the Kuatoa and making sure that they're very well hidden. I'll help to like camouflage them if they don't seem very camouflaged.
Okay, roll one single stealth check with advantage.
Great. Damn, even with advantage. I got a 12.
Okay, cool. Noted.
All right.
The Moonboy is going to walk out into this kind of clearing here, and he sort of is just walking in a circle, looking up at the stars and the moons and stuff, and after a while you kind of notice that he's moving in this very specific pattern, and it seems like he's casting a spell out there, and I would like to cast. What did we call it? Oh, geez, what did we call it? Hang on. Somebody else talk. I'll find it.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
am going to. Klik is going to down the potion of giant hill strength.
Ooh.
Hill giant strength, not giant hill
hill.
energy.
That's a really powerful potion.
Pretty
That's
slow.
what I have.
I have the
have
strength
big
of a
hill
hill.
energy.
Like a big hill. I'm so strong.
Like a sledding hill, a popular one.
Pig hill energy.
Potion of
Giant
hill strength.
It takes you a full day to move 5 feet, but
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It reduces your movement down to 5.
So we're gonna try to have this fight out here, right?
Which buffs my strength up a little bit. Do I use this invisibility potion? I don't think so. And then I will cast Blur.
Ooh.
okay, let's go.
Klik's maroon chitin skin starts to vibrate just a little bit. She comes back and forth. I picture double team like Scyther. Just buzzing. just it's for just Harlan.
I made a side deck joke earlier. We're on the same page. Let's go.
Just she starts to ripple a little bit, makes her a little bit harder to hit here.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, please do make sure you're where you want to be on the field here. This
How high
ramp,
is the fortress?
it's 20 feet high. The Moon Girl lets you know, Laloon lets you know that she can create a door anywhere and on the side here. So anytime someone wants to access it, they can, and they'll just be coming up those stairs. And there's like flowers all around the edges here. And there's like 5 feet of rampart that you can duck down. So you were standing about 15 feet off the ground. There's a 5-foot wall. from the top of the 5-foot wall down is 20 feet, if that makes sense. So basically, it's like 20 feet down.
Are there ramparts at the top to like duck behind?
Yes, that's the 5-foot wall, like on the edge here.
Right, great.
Yeah.
Kai is where he is on the map, sort of to the front left of the little building, and he's flying in the air. He's 20 feet in the air.
Okay, cool. And then,
So we're on the roof of this thing? Is where
Yes.
the inside right now?
yes,
And how high is the wall?
5 feet.
Oh, okay, got it.
I mean, it's 5 foot from where your feet are when you're on the roof to the top of the wall.
Yes.
And it is
How high from the top of the wall to the ground?
from the top of the wall to the ground is 20 feet.
Okay, sorry, missed that.
No, it's okay. And then, so I think that's all we need to do. I just need everyone's initiative.
So,
Do you mind
this
marking
is
the door too on this?
this is the circle where Moonboy has been walking. He's going to cast Moon Circle, which is a new spell that he gets from the Moon Blessed magic feat that we created together. I will describe what it does. So within, you create a 10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range. Glowing runes appear wherever the surface intersects with the floor or other surface. Choose one or more of the following types of creatures: celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. The circle affects the creature in the following way. Oh, jeez. Well, I thought it would, I guess we could do that for my elemental, huh?
Yeah, but it's kind of too. I'm not sure what you're hoping to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I thought this worked differently. Might be. This is embarrassing.
It's okay.
but
New
the spell is
spell.
down now.
So, are you down there?
I am down there, yes.
So Laloon is going to kind of like flag like they're walking past. They've gone past the office room, the portraits. They're very close now. They're coming sometime soon. Moonboy, come here quickly. They'll be here in a minute. I need to give you something. And when you come over, she puts both of her. She's like, and she walks over to almost like the exact same height as you, and she puts each hand on like the side of your head, and she leans forward and is clearly casting a spell again, and kisses you on the forehead, and it's like watching a time-lapse video of the whole fight that happens here. And it goes too fast for you to know anything that happens specifically and for you to be able to like articulate it, but this sense that you already have, this kind of like fourth wall breaking, little bit of future sense here is heightened for a moment as she casts a spell upon you, and she looks at you and she goes, "You know what to do. Trust your instincts. The moon will guide you." And she casts a spell on you, Jordan, that is called Foresight, if you want to look it up. It is a 9th level spell that allows you to... you can't be surprised. You have advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. And other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
Whoa!
Happy birthday to
Fucking
you.
9th level spell.
Holy
she looks at-
moly.
And she looks at you and goes, "I believe in you, Moonboy. I've waited here all this time to make sure that one of the marshals of the Meridian Tract day ends today.
Thank you.
Plus,
Lil-
He has
Lil.
something that belongs to me, and we're gonna get it back."
It means a lot, especially since I just went down there and totally botched that moon circle.
Hey.
Don't
Just read
worry,
your spells
Moonboy.
beforehand. It's no big
All
deal.
the Kais
Listen.
say.
Listen,
It's fine. It's a new spell.
I'm gonna look over at Klik, who I know has been having a hard time. And be like,
You alright, Klik?
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
Yeah,
She's visibly nervous.
you got this.
I'll go to like pat her on the shoulder, but since she has blur, I'll kind of like miss. Badly. But I'll give Klik Bardic Inspiration 1 dose.
All right.
Cool. And then, Jordan, if you want to move Jeffrey and place him somewhere, you
Surely.
absolutely can.
So we have a sense they're coming out of this guy,
This is the
cabinet?
door that you all walked through. Yeah, cabinet. I like that.
All of the different K.A.Is are trying to give half-hearted pep talks. We've got this. I love you all.
To
Mason,
one
You
another.
made a batch
Stuff.
of. You made
Yeah,
a batch of
to
all
each other.
sauce too.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That you did at the end of the last sesh. It won't do anyone who has aid any good because we already have temporary hit points, but you could give it to other people.
Battle sauce.
I don't know if we have time. I mean, we didn't do it.
All right.
I was trying to bog it down.
We said we were going
remembered
to
that you
do
made
it, but we didn't do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
At this point, the door dissolves, like in the same way when a token was put in before, and the door just like kind of like falls apart here, and there's just
Oh, you need
nothing
our
for.
initiatives.
Yeah, I do. I need your initiatives, but
hang on.
if you want to put them, don't put them in the Zoom chat, but put them anywhere else, and I'll get them. So.
And what the hell? For the hell of it, this circle applies to Celestials, just because there was a Naga out there. So
Okay,
who knows?
great.
Maybe it'll come in after us. Who knows?
Great. And then, yeah, just if you want to shout them out too, right now I'm ready for them. It's whatever you want to do.
I got a 14
Kai got a
for
19.
Windrider and the Fish Boys.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we made an arrangement that Andrew had to roll a disadvantage if you wanted the fish folk to go at the same time as him, and so that's what it is. What'd you get, Kai?
Kai got a 19. Talon got a 13.
I already rolled for all the NPCs. Sorry.
Okay.
Kai got a 19.
And
Click at a
19,
14.
14, and then Moonboy.
That is a 5.
Oh, Bessner got a 20.
He's so quick. Hey, good boy.
He also has
Bess-
a helmet. He also has a helmet.
I forgot that Bessner's in here too. Okay, cool. Then we are just about good to go.
I just wanted to let Case know
No,
that
not
I
yet.
put up art with all 3 of those guys.
Cool. So right here, that this door dissolves in this moment, and there's nothing there for a long moment, and then you hear just like what sounds like a can rattle across the doorway, and you see a flask go out about 15 feet here, and just almost immediately, it's like a quiet explosion. There is a fog cloud that appears right in front of the doorway here. And we are using the very awesome animated spells from Jeffrey Palmer, one of our guests in the dungeon. He makes very awesome animated spell effects that you can get in Roll20. We'll drop a link in a second here. But this fog cloud just appears almost immediately. And with that,
The
that's where...
Backstreet Boys? Sorry.
The music.
Yeah, Jason, can you do Backstreet Boys for us? I don't know. Yeah.
The fog comes out. Bam, 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 bam.
Jam Productions presents.
Bam, bam, bam. And then what happens?
Fog cloud, not Backstreet Boys. Very scary.
No,
Bad's coming.
I'm looking at where you all put the things that you did. So
The Bad Street Boys.
The Bad Street.
Okay.
so the Jeffrey, this giant elemental that's standing right there. I would love you to roll a perception check for him, Jordan. And you can add.
Oh yeah, I got him right here.
Okay, cool. You have his
Oh,
perception check? I don't think it.
no,
don't
I
think
guess
it
I
put to
don't.
you.
We don't have modifiers.
Yeah. But I will have it for you in a tiny second. I prepped all of these stats, and I start the turn foiling myself here. You'll love to see it.
Sylvie.
Yeah. So, but if you want to go ahead and roll that d20, we're gonna find
Okay,
out.
I'm rolling it. I'm rolling it. That's a 6 out of Jeffrey.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and his perception is not good enough to get it done here.
Jeffrey. Bingo.
Come on, you gotta get it together.
And what is Jeffrey's? Oh, his AC is pretty high though.
Now his AC is 14.
Okay, good. So Jeffrey, out of the gates here, is just going to be standing right there, and you just see two huge bolts come out of nowhere and slam into his body, and they seem to, although it like burns him up, you can see that the bolts are magical, and so they just like dim the fire like on each of his sides here, and you see him. It's odd to see this gigantic thing stumble in this moment, but it does, as he takes 29 points of magical piercing damage, as he seems to have gotten surprise attacked by two different creatures from this fog. And it is now Besmir's turn.
Let me use a reaction and prevent some of that damage. I'll
Sure, absolutely.
protect Jeffrey with a little field here. That's not a D8. Try again. I will prevent 10 of that damage. Oh, sorry, 9 of that damage.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. You see, like, as one of the bolts, like, it's starting to like decay part of this, like, and like dim this white fire that is Jeffrey's body, and the bolt just gets like flung out by your psychic energy and thrown away. And yeah, it's Bessner and K.A.I back to back here.
Bessner's going to fly into the fog cloud and see if he can find anybody.
Sure, absolutely. Roll a investigation check with disadvantage.
Oh! Keep. Doesn't matter. 10.
Yeah, he's like whizzing around and he just can't find anyone in this moment. Just no one. It's just this big empty cloud, it feels like. He like bonks against the doorway at one point and can't find anyone here.
Bummer.
Bessner's lost in the fog.
K.A.I, it's your turn.
K.A.I.'s turn. K.A.I looks into the fog. He cannot see anyone.
You can roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Do you have like thermal imaging systems?
Maybe. No.
No? Yeah. You're watching for movement, and it's just this rippling cloud. It's just like, you can see there's, it's clear that it's like coming from a central point, as there's fog like billowing out of something, and it's just totally has filled up the space, and you can't tell at all. You want to do anything else?
This sucks, Harlan.
Good.
All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. K.A.I's going to look down at this area that he cannot see, and he's going to load a golden and sort of shimmering round into his launcher, and he's going to cast Fairy Fire on a 20-foot cube of this, just on the cube where the fog cloud is.
Okay, cool. Can he get the whole cloud? Let's find out. Yes, absolutely. Cool. All right.
Each object within the cube is outlined in blue, bluish light.
Lasers.
All right. Then you see.
Oh, no, they all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Woo!
No.
It's worded weird, I'm sorry.
It's okay. What do I get? What do I have to get?
The DC is 16.
All right. That is going to be a wow. Failure, a success, and then a success. So you only see. You only see one creature, and it's immediately highlighted. Clearly, the image of an elf. Right here, that is still hidden by the fun fog cloud. Ha ha! Boom, 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 boom. And I keep saying boom to everything when, like, I do this on work calls and stuff too, where I'm like filling space. I'm like boom, and I feel gross about it.
I like
okay,
it.
cool. Yeah, you see the highlight of this elf here, and you can see in the purple highlight of its body, it's highlighting this mask that is on its face, and it's standing right there. Case, if you have the art for the one with the bluish background, the one without any horns. That's the one that you see kind of like outlined at the edge of a fog cloud here, and you see it like look around at the purple on its side, and it kind of like cowers just a little bit as it's holding a crossbow as well. You can tell that it is one of the things that shot at Jeffrey, the moon elemental.
Right, well, he has attack rolls against him have advantage,
Great.
and he can't go invisible.
Great, amazing. So that's gonna bring up Klik. Then if you don't want to do anything else there.
No, I'm going to hold my ground.
Great.
My air.
Klik is gonna skirt along the top of this. Whoop, we're gonna select the right thing. Skirt along the top of this wall so she's in a better line to take a shot at this guy, and she will huck her like. No, actually,
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I move?
To do that.
Yes.
Just Kai's going to move. Stay. He's up in the air, about 25 feet in the air, but he's going to move back.
Okay, cool. All 5 of him retreat.
Yeah, they all sort of move back a little bit.
Great.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I will use a bonus action to mark this fellow as my quarry. I'll use Power of the Promise on the Cha-Cha.
Okay.
And I will pop up from behind this wall and try to use this weapon that I'm out of practice with.
Yeah, you have this like nice moment where like you cock it back, and Kai, you can see that she's like using it again after she tried to throw it away, but you brought it back to her. Yeah.
Nice.
That is a 25 to hit.
Oh,
It's
absolutely
with advantage,
hits.
so let me roll that second one. It is still a 25 to hit.
All right, look at that.
So we're doing 7 slashing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as this thing is highlighted with the purple energy around it, you see it. You have the outline. You lock in, and you just see it slam into it, and it like like the splurt of blood goes out everywhere, and the Cha-Cha returns to you.
And I will use my. I guess I used my bonus action, so that's all. Oh wait, I marked it as my quarry, so I get an additional d6, which is +3, so 10 total.
Cool.
That is all.
All right, absolutely. And that is going to bring up Flute now. Flute and the Fish Folk.
Flute and the fish folk.
That's my bluegrass. That's my bluegrass band.
Sharing an apartment. It's a sitcom theme.
Flute's going to kind of come pop on the railing and yell, "The sinker comes! The sinker!" And as rehearsed, the Kuatora are going to start chanting, "The sinker, the sinker," which they love doing anyway.
They do.
And from behind the fort, you hear these heavy thudding footsteps, like, and around the corner, underneath Kai, comes a monstrous Kuatoa. It's 20 feet tall. It's dressed like Windrider, but it's like a violent shade of purple with like orange and white spots and like these like shimmering spines all down its back.
Yes.
Kind of like stomping forward, and from its hand erupts this like spectral deep sea green scimitar that's all like jagged, and it's going to lumber over to this dude and attack him. He oh yeah, I gotta roll, sorry. What? I got a 23. Oh, and can I use my reaction to see if this has inspired the fish folk, Harlan? And my goal would be that this spiritual weapon could be cast at a higher level, perhaps.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me that
Performance?
persuasion. Yeah, performance roll. Absolutely.
Oh God, 13.
13. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to get them. You wait. Did you roll with advantage? Because at the end of last session, I said
Right.
you could roll because you
dirty 20,
Yeah.
baby.
dirty 20. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, you can cast cast spiritual weapon at the 4th level. Yeah.
Cool. I don't think it changes. I think it has to go up 2 levels to actually change.
Well,
Oh, no, it's a
then-
second level. No, you're right. You're right.
Okay,
Okay,
okay, cool.
Sorry. Yeah, so I rolled a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be... this boy is going to take... Come on. 10 force damage.
Okay. Cool.
And then we're going to bonus action hit it again. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, it does. Wait, no. I'm sorry. No, it does not. No, it does not.
So I'll miss on the bottom. I don't know if you want to give me a large size token. I can put myself.
Attacks against that guy have advantage
Oh yeah, because he's outlined.
because he's fairy
Yeah.
formed.
Oh, there it is. I got a nat 20 with the.
Oh boy!
Yeah, fish folk. Fish folk.
Math. Violence. Math. Violence.
22 magical force damage on the second crit.
Holy shit!
Yes.
Okay, cool. And
Math
is that,
damage.
And that's on top of the other one.
Yeah, that's just the second.
Cool. And what was the first one? I missed it.
What was it? It was,
I think it was 12.
I think it was 10.
10? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's 10.
I
No,
got
it's
distracted by something else. Cool. Yeah, you all are stomping this thing out of the gates. As once it's lit up, you just see this huge fish, giant fish folk dressed as Windrider, come out with this sword. And I think that like this giant sword just like smashes down, and you're unsure. You've never seen anything like this before, but the sword sure as hell does its job. As it's like shimmering and smashes down in this creature and just like hits its shoulder here, and you can see it just like almost fall limp in this moment, but like pulls itself back up and shakes itself, kind of like and lands in this nimble position. And it's going to, when that sword hits it with the crit, you see as it gets up that it has kind of like dodged it a bit and then took the force and used one of its abilities to half the 22. You thought it was a bit more wounded than it was, but that is going to burn its reaction, it seems. So
Can I use my movement to duck down behind the ramparts?
absolutely.
And I'm just leaning against the ramparts, like concentrating, and I'm holding like a bit of fleece in my hand.
Sure, absolutely. Talon looks at you and he goes, "Are you knitting?"
No, it's for the spell.
Oh, okay, Jesus. And that's. She's like, did you conjure something? What is that?
No, I'll tell you after we fight.
Okay, that was cool, man. I just think that's cool. That's all. And Andrew, you have that big blue token that you will be able to move around now. That is this giant fish folk holding
I just need
a sword. Yeah, you can now. And
Yeah,
then
it's basically right up next to this dude.
great. It is now Laloon's turn in initiative. So Rachel, if you have an action for her, you absolutely can have her pop it off.
Yeah. Well, we might as well try a fireball at this elf, I guess.
Absolutely.
Right? Let's make a fireball. Or a moon fireball.
Yeah. Okay.
So she can do that from where she's standing, right? With some
Absolutely.
distance between her and the wall. Great.
It's a
So it
20-foot
has a
radius.
20-foot radius. Let's put it
So I just had this handy dandy 20-foot radius token.
20-foot radius. Yeah, let's hit that fog pretty good here without hitting the giant fish.
Fog cloud
fish
is just
in
a target for
pajamas.
fireball. Turns
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Perfect. And they all make some sort of save. I don't
Dexterity
have
saving
Yeah.
throw.
Dexterity
Dex
saving throw, and They have to get a 19 in order to
Yeah, it's
save
19 to
here.
save, yeah.
All right, let's see. Okay, so that guy failed.
We just cast it at 3.
Oh boy. They all failed, and also a failure. So I failed on all 5 of those checks.
Whoa!
Wow.
Holy moly!
So if you want to go ahead and what level did you? Were you casting
I should have cast it higher, but I just cast it at 3.
Okay. Absolutely. So go ahead and roll 8d6. Yeah.
8d6.
Not too bad. Yeah, you might want to use a dice roller for that one.
Yeah, I just.
I was gonna say.
What is the spell?
Fireball.
Fireball as Laloon, and you see when she kind of like stands up and just puts her tiny little old arm over the corner there, and you just hear, "Phoo!" And there's white light that the this like moon flame just like poofs off her finger
yeah.
and hits in the middle of this fog cloud and just lights it up for a moment in this big whoosh. And it doesn't seem to burn anything around it. It just burns. You hear like cries out together like ugh, of pain here.
Yeah, 31 damage from the little old lady.
All right.
Damn.
And
That's sticking around.
the fog cloud is going to go ahead and drop here too, as the concentration was lost. Even though it was from a magical item, the concentration still had to be held. And you were going to see, and in case if you want to pull up that the full group art here, you were going to see a this person, and this person, all in like these like clearly elven figures in the same kind of like white masks, and the one with the red background here kind of like laughs as it's dispersed, and you can see they all have burn marks on them, but are in steady positions as it seems that all of them except for 2 seem to turn that failure into only taking half damage, as their figures are less burnt than the other 2, and they seem to kind of pulling themselves up from some sort of combat roll. So yeah.
What is the elf version of SEAL Team 6? There's got to be a pun there.
Yeah.
Fail Team 6.
Meal Team 6. According to
Team
Klik.
Elf team.
Elf Team 6.
We'll work on it.
Is
Elf Team 6.
You have until I'm done doing math and to figure this joke out, just so you know. That's the timer.
Come on!
I'm pretty fast at doing math, so it's on you. Great. Okay. Cool.
Chat's got it. Chat's got it.
Chat,
Okay.
yeah.
You get
I
it. You
believe
get
it.
what we're going for, Chat.
Nice.
Come on. We don't got a spoon food.
We're fighting for our lives. We can't come up
We
with
don't-
puns.
Nah, they get it. They'll come up with something.
Spoon food.
I believe in them.
All right. That is the end of Loon's turn, I believe, unless you want to move her anywhere.
Can she just duck, like just hide as much as possible?
Absolutely. She's not 5 feet tall, so she always has 3/4 cover just by being up there.
Just making sure. Okay.
Yep. There's a tiny little step stool that she uses she uses to like look over the edge there.
see?
But yeah.
Boop
Yeah,
boop.
Ba-doop.
Yeah.
exactly.
And she just jays it.
Yeah, exactly. Kobe.
Yeah.
Let's say you only get
Yeah.
to say dammies if you do at least 30 damage.
Yeah.
Clear 30 damage, you've unlocked dammies.
Oh, you.
That's an official rule of this
That's a
stream
new
now.
rule of
Yeah.
Better Than Heroes.
Oh, dammies.
I will not be kicked.
Oh, whammy dammies. All right.
not.
I'm done.
Gatekeepers, man.
If you crossed 50, it's kablammies. There's a whole skit.
50 kablammies to the wablammy kablammy.
With that, you hear a voice go, "I'm here for you, Loon. We took down one of your crew, and we're happy to take down another. Ventress can't protect you anymore. It's my turn. I've come to finish what I've started." And he walks up through this crew, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and walks right up to this burning celestial, and this burning elemental, and he goes, "Hello, Jeffrey," and I need you,
Jeffrey
Jordan.
by name.
When you Moonboy can almost sense it that there's something burning from his eyes, and you can start hearing a whisper in the head of Jeffrey, and I need you to decide if Jeffrey is going to avert his gaze or not from Malefication.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's afraid.
Great. So it just means not looking at him directly. He can sense there's some sort of danger to looking him directly in the eyes, and so he can avert his gaze. But Malefication is going to walk right up to him and say, "I'll kill your moon first." And then he takes out this lance that he has, this long spear thing, and he's going to try and stick Jeffrey with it.
No!
And that's going to be a 24 to hit,
Yeah,
a
that'll do
25
it.
to hit, and a 29 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
those all do it.
Yeah, so he just says, "Shoo!" And you see again a section of light dimmer, and he just gets two it almost looks familiar to you, Klik, as he's very smoothly using this pole arm-ish weapon to stab into Jeffrey in this very fluid motion, and that is going to be
Leave Jeffrey alone, you fucking punk.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Jeffrey had eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think Malefication's eyes were burning.
No, I know, but he had to avert his
yeah,
gaze
he
from
Oh
what?
right, he was okay. Sure, right.
From the side of his moon face?
Moon visage.
Picture him having little pearl eyes.
Yeah. They're just craters. Kind of
He's kind of
Not
just
feeling
an
great about this
empty
damage roll. Good, I'll tell you that right
area.
now.
a lot of
In the
dice.
helmet.
Got the whole collection
Lot of-
tumbling around over there.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
It's 3d20s.
So Jeffrey takes 82 points of damage, and 51 of that he cannot be healed, as it seems like it just totally diminishes that part of his body.
82, you said?
Yeah, 82 damage.
Wow.
Yikes.
No problem, everybody. I feel fine.
Oh yes, thank you. Our producer Case reminded me that that was going to be 82 dammies because.
Oh, yeah.
sure,
No,
sure.
that's Kablammy's,
That's
baby. We're in
Kablammy's,
yeah.
We're in Kablammy
That's
territory.
Hands down.
God zammies.
That's wham damn thank you mammage.
Mammies. No. We do
Thank
not
you,
use that
mammies.
crude rhyme.
So yeah, and you could see it's with each hit, it seems like this dark purple energy just drips, turns the moonfire into this black dripping liquid that falls on the ground, and you can see Jeffrey just kind of trying to swat at those parts of the bodies. He's clearly it's not clear how a burning moonfire being could be in excruciating pain, but he absolutely is. He almost drops his giant sword here, and this masked elf is just looking up at him, trying to make eye contact, but he is averting his gaze. He's been stabbed, and with that, he is going to stay right there in front of Jeffrey, and it's going to be Jeffrey's turn now.
Get him, Jeffrey.
Get him, Jeffrey. You
You're the
get him.
man. You're the moon, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey is going to pivot around.
You're the moon now, dog.
He's going to
I want to
kind
apologize for that.
of wrestle,
won't.
pivot around so as to not incur an attack of opportunity. And he is going to stand right in the middle of all of these guys, and he's going to cast Moonfire, which is an ability. Each creature within 5 feet of the Moon Elemental must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
All right, so two of them, Malefication and one of these masked folks who has been hit before, they both rolled a 3. So
Right.
even with their con, they're not going to get across there. So do that full
Correct.
damage.
We will be doing full damage on that.
Yeah, as his like Jeffrey, very gracefully for as big as he is and how much damage he just took, kind of like swings around, positions himself, and just like you've seen Moonboy flick into his moon form, and in kind of like doing a similar motion, there's a burst of light as the fire of his body spreads out a bit and engulfs the people around him and these two elves.
Take 24 damage each.
24 damage each. All right, cool. So and after this burst of fire, you see absolutely Malefication seems to be holding up just fine. Like parts of the cloth under his armor has decayed a bit, but the other soldier next to him is kind of like staggers a bit, and you can see a big burn mark down the side of his body. And Jeffrey kind of like looks back at you all and thumbs up with the hand that's not holding a giant sword.
Keep your eye on the ball, Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh, geez, you know what? I guess this fish monster was within 5 feet of him, too.
Yeah,
But
can
he
you roll a
doesn't have
dex?
to make a save
Con
because
save.
he doesn't exist.
Oh!
Yeah, I think the party realizes.
Illusion.
I think the party realizes.
He's a major image holding a spiritual weapon.
Nice. Love it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool. Andrew sent me that at like 11 o'clock last night. He was like, "Can I do this?" And I was like, "Yes, it's very cool, absolutely." Yeah, the whole party sees this like ripple of the fire just kind of like go through it, but the other two folks around it are too hurt. I just rolled perception checks and they both got under 15, so I'm just gonna leave it as they do not notice that it's an image. So, do you want to have Jeffrey do anything else, or is he staying right there?
Jeffrey's gonna stay right there. Anything
Alright,
else he would do would incur an attack of opportunity, I'm afraid.
Okay, cool. This one is going to disengage then, as it's his turn, and he's going to go 5. Wait, you know what? He doesn't need to do that. He's going to step here. I don't know if the spiritual weapon gets an opportunity attack, but I think because he thinks that it's an opponent, I'm going to give it an opportunity attack. So you want to take an attack at him with your spiritual weapon?
Why not? That would be a 14 to hit.
That does not hit. Yeah.
It's too fast. Ninjas.
Yeah, like it takes a swing and he just very adeptly moves underneath it, there and kind of like sidesteps over here and is going to make an attack with advantage against Jeffrey. And that is going to hit as it's a 22.
Oishka.
So
Poor Jeffrey, we hardly knew thee.
Yeah.
Oh wait, can Talon do something? His reaction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talon's going to use her reaction to restore balance to make the attack not be with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Love that.
Who's close to her? Moonboy. In this time, you hear like this clicking and whirring sound as you see. You look over and Talon, like as this attack is happening, Talon is holding like a tiny little battle map in her hand and like focusing on it, and her eyes have turned to full gears. Just like it looks like a whole, like the inside of a clock as she's looking at it, and she goes, "No." And you see, just as this masked elf is about to stab its sword into Jeffrey's back, Jeffrey just puts the sword right behind it. And as the sword clinks with the other sword, like a bunch of gears just like fall to the ground, instead of like sparks.
Nice. Love it.
And Talon's gonna nod at you as the gears kind of like fall away, and the battle map goes away inside of her hand. And she's just like shakes her head and she's like, "Got it." Yeah, good move, Talon, Aaron. He is still gonna do 11 points of damage to Jeffrey. So
Getting close.
yeah, as he's still hit. He just did not have advantage. And so
Jeffrey has 10 points left.
Oh God!
yeah. So Jeffrey has this like
hardly
big giant
need-
helmet on, and now after the attacks that he's taken, you can see like the decroded piece from the lance that has hit him. Too, it's just like a very skinny outline of this humanoid form of like moonfire, just like flickering and hanging on to the sword and the huge helmet.
Yikes.
And he just lets out a.
That
that's
was
gonna-
like 130 HP so fast. I'm so scared
Hey,
right
at
now.
least we didn't take that.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring up Talon.
Well, and I reduced 10 of it, 9 of it.
Okay.
So you
Talon.
would be at 1.
Talon is going to look at K.A.I and use her ability Bastion of Law. She will create a magical ward around K.A.I using 3 sorcery points. So that's 3 d8s that K.A.I has.
She's got to
that he
move
can
over here to be able to
use
see him.
reduce damage. All right.
Yeah. And Kai, you've had her do this before in the
Kai's up.
when you fought the
Kai's
ghost.
flying in the air.
Oh, okay,
He's
sorry.
25 feet in.
I forgot that. Oh yeah, you drank the potion of flying. Yeah, so she looks over at you, and again, just like her like gears just kind of like float out of her arm, and they fly over to you and almost like melt into liquid metal as they just kind of like coat your body a little bit in this protection. And she nods at you.
All right. And sorry, and that's going to be her turn.
Okay, cool.
She's
That's
going
gonna
to
bring.
take cover.
Great. You hear a cackle after this happens, and this is all just happening so quick. All these gears are flying everywhere, and you hear a cackle from back by the door. And this masked elf with both horns, and you see it has hooved feet and elf ears, and you can see its legs are kind of hairy, as though it might be
Battle
part
Saber?
elf, part elf and part something else. And it steps forward and goes, I'm gonna get big now! And you see it start to cast a spell upon itself. And its arms start to get gross. And just like...
Sorry.
It's got gross arms, got Madonna arms.
He's got the gross arm spell.
as they like move to the front of its body unnaturally, and its legs just start getting huge. And because I don't have the exact art for what this is, but I do have art for something similar, I'm gonna go ahead and put this token on the board here. For, as you see, a very large
Son of a
reptilian creature. This like half elf, half satyr masked being just seems to its body explode almost into a large Tyrannosaurus Rex that is standing there, and it goes from that like cackle to just the of a Tyrannosaurus Rex that is standing on the board. It's going to use its movement to move over here. 5, 10, and engage right here. It cannot attack this turn, but it's now
Very
Moonboy's
spares.
turn, as there is now a actual Tyrannosaurus Rex in this room.
Moonboy.
We're fine.
Everything's fine.
Moonboy flies. He sees what had just happened to Jeffrey, and he flies up into the air, and he goes, "Stop!" And a few things happen at once. He bursts into starfire. He takes on his. Let's go with the constellation of the Chalice is very apparent in this particular starry form. That is my bonus action. I will now use my action to cast a spell that we worked on today that we are calling Moon Gravity, aka Slow.
Cool. Who are you casting it on?
I'm going to cast it on everyone. All of the bad
Oh,
guys.
shit.
Up to 6 enemies of my choosing that I can see. Up to 6 creatures. Let me explain it to you. You alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range. Each creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by this spell for the duration.
Yeah, you can get them all.
Oh boy.
I can get them.
What's your spell save DC?
Why don't we find out exactly what that is on my sheet? So I'm not guessing.
It's important.
It is important, kids. Dang it, where are you?
It's your
Just tell me, yeah, your
wisdom plus your proficiency, which is plus 3. So it's probably 16.
7, 8, 9, 10. So it's your, what? Your wisdom plus your proficiency plus your level?
Plus 8. It's wisdom plus
Plus
proficiency
8.
plus
So
8.
it's 8. So it's 18. Well,
Okay,
no,
cool.
7. My proficiency is 3 still?
Yeah, it
Yes.
should be.
So it's 10. So yeah, 18.
Your wisdom is plus 7. It should be plus 5.
Oh, no way.
It should
It's
be
plus
16.
plus 4. Yeah, 16. Okay.
16. Okay.
If it's plus 4, then it's 15.
Then it's 15, yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Write that down. It's an important one. So all of them failed except for the T-Rex, who somehow
Ooh, that's huge.
is the only one who failed.
Great.
Or the only one who didn't fail.
Huge.
That's great. That's awesome.
Okay, so an affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions on its
Okay,
turn.
cool.
Nice.
It can use
That's huge.
either an action or a bonus action, not both.
Holy
Regardless of the
shit.
creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Holy
If
shit.
the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20 and we'll take it from there.
Holy,
Holy
Nice.
shit.
Holy-
That's
My favorite
huge.
spell.
holy crap! I'm
Yeah, that's shout out to
Okay.
you, man, for pointing out slow. But I can't use it again until tomorrow. So
You just hear
Oh, hell of a use.
Yeah.
you hear Laloon's voice go, fuck yeah, Moonboy.
I'm doing it!
There he is. There he is. Save my Jeffrey. And that's going to be fucking huge. You're gonna have to help me remember that because I will
I will.
accidentally try to do things.
for sure,
He'll remember.
And cool. Anything else?
that is all I can do at this juncture.
Great. That's going to be the end of the first round, and we're going to take a break. That's the first round of combat
Far
here.
out.
This is.
so
I
already epic.
will say this is
What
easily
a good
the
slow,
most.
Jordan.
Yeah,
I
good slow.
Such
So
a good
lucky.
spell. Yeah, well done.
for sure.
This is easily
That's
the
like
most
the best you
complicated.
can hope for is that slow lands on almost everyone.
When you said it hit everybody, but I was like, if you say that main guy, I'm gonna be so bummed.
Mallocation. Yeah.
No, thank
A
God.
Tyrannosaurus I can wrap my head around. Weird elf assassin, that's much more terrifying to me.
Yeah. He rolled like trash. He has a good one on that, and he rolled like trash. So
Good, let's keep it that
Get
way.
lucky to win.
Bango,
I gotta
slow
step
it
out break
down.
out.
Are we out?
I don't know, but Rachel just said flango, bango, slow it down. Case, get us out of here.
Yeah!
Flango Bango, slow it down.
Hi, hello. First round of combat down. Craziest. This is the most complicated combat I've ever run in my life. I love it. I'm so hyped. So we're at the top of the second round here, and just jumping right back into it. This guy here, right here, is going to move
At half his speed.
Oh yeah, motherfuck. 5, 10, 15, and he's going to take a shot at you, Moonboy.
We'll do so with disadvantage because of the spell that Laloon cast on me, I believe.
It's absolutely true. As you can almost see him moving in front of you before he does. You see him is like in your memory, his body like walk out in front of you, and then you see his physical form catch up to it as you are having like deja vu with every piece of this fight. So he's just gonna miss and a half here, as he got an 11 to try and hit you, and the bolt just flies by you as he shoots his crossbow bolt toward there. And if anyone's watching this, you see before he shoots, Moonboy steps to the side, and the bolt just like goes where he was as he's moving slow, and Moonboy's so far ahead of what's happening here that it's truly some Matrix shit.
Foresight, incredible.
Impressions.
It's Bessner's turn now.
Bessner is going to peck the... What's the main guy's name? Maleficent? He's going
Mallocation.
to peck Mallocation is going to peck him about the eyes and take the help action.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool. I keep forgetting to put Bessner in combat here. But we know he's right there pecking at Mallocation and buzzing around his ear, annoying him, and you can just see him twiddling up. He's like, "I'll kill all of your pets," he says, roaring out throughout the room.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
Rude. That's messed up, man. Kai's going to fly across the battlefield.
It's
and
not
as he
Kai's
does-
turn yet. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought Kai was after...
It's true.
Sorry.
I
no.
futzed it a bit. It's one of them, and then Bessner. I'm putting Bessner back up where he should be, as Bessner got a 20.
Okay.
And one of them got a 19. So this other one is going to move 5, 10, and is going to, with just straight up here, because slow doesn't give him disadvantage, right? So he still has advantage.
Yeah.
Great. So he's going to use one of his attacks. I don't know. Tell me what you think here. So I don't know how slow interacts with a baddie having 3 attacks.
He gets
Because
one
he-
attack, period.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay, cool. So if it said more than one action, but because it says more than one attack, it only gets one swing
Yeah.
of its sword. Which is going to miss because I got a 9 as it steps up to
Huge.
Jeffrey, and it's just like moving through water, trying to connect with it, and just can't. Like Jeffrey brings his sword over very quickly, his giant sword, and just like bats the toothpick of a sword away,
Jeffrey,
even though
get
he's
it.
surrounded.
Good job, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Moonboy, this slow is so huge.
So huge.
Kai, it is now your turn. Sorry.
All right, Kai's going to go flying across the battlefield. As he does, he turns in midair, and Hammerstein's Arcane Obliterator sends one nasty bolt flying towards the Tyrannosaurus Rex to try to knock his concentration out.
Go for it.
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
All right, that hits.
All right.
Get that nasty hit.
That is 17 points of force damage and 2 points of cold damage.
Okay, so that's 19 altogether. A fun thing I learned, we tweeted about this, but I want to say it on the stream. I've been doing concentration checks wrong all of this time. I literally just said the number 23 altogether. Is that what it was? Or 19?
19.
19. So concentration rules are it's half of the damage unless that's under 10 is the DC to keep it up.
So it's DC 10.
Yeah, so it's DC 10. So I have to roll a 10, and I got over 10. So concentration is still up, but it still takes this T-Rex takes 19 points of damage as a blast hits this T-Rex shoulder and just like flesh goes flying off of it. And you almost feel like it is that cackly laugh again, but it's just the dinosaur again being like...
All right. Unfazed by that, K.A.I finishes his flight path right here next to the main dude. All 4 K.A.Is do a flying Superman punch with the Thunder Gauntlet.
Yeah.
This guy. With
Absolutely.
with advantage? Do we have
Blast
advantage
this
for
guy.
some reason?
No.
Yeah, because Messner was pecking him in the face.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, that's
yes!
what it was.
The help action.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20, my friend.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I love it.
The
Plan-
prince
Make
on the
him
dice.
The prince.
Coming in here, threatening our moon grandma. With all your thugs.
All right, he takes 20
Jackbooted
points
elf.
of thunder damage, and attacks
Nonsense.
against anyone other than me have disadvantage for him.
All right. Are you? He's going to. Well, I guess, man, I should have asked you this beforehand. I'm sorry. Are you going to avert your gaze at him? You have to roll a disadvantage if you don't want to. As you kind of like have this same information as you catch even a little bit of eye contact with him, that there's something about his gaze that is disturbing. It like clearly has some sort of magical energy to it. If you
My
wanna-
first roll, so I'll say this: my first roll on that advantage was a natural 20.
Okay, then you can avert your gaze. I totally trust you. You can avert your gaze and still keep that natural 20 if you want to.
Okay, I will avert my gaze.
Great.
Also, you were like landing fist first from above him, right? That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, there's
but I get it.
fi-
If you're not
yeah.
looking at him, it's disadvantage. I get the mechanic.
Yeah,
of it.
and Moonboy has not attacked him in any way, so right now it's it doesn't matter for him. So I just am noting that. So that is going to
Right.
be. Yeah. Do you want to do anything else?
I think that is going to be it for me.
All right. That's going to bring up Klik then.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay. So I am within. That's 20 feet, but we're 20 feet in the air. So I have 40 movement. Is that fine? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Klik is going to vault over the edge of this garden wall and come tearing across the lawn to attack Malefication with her Githka.
Whew, I love it. Are you averting your
get it.
gaze? You have to do your attack at disadvantage if you are.
No. She'd know. Klik?
Cool. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, after just being taken out of so many fights, you just hop this wall, fall, just land with pure grace and just with bug speed go sprinting over here and jump down right in front of Malefication, this like buff elf with a mask on who's clearly the leader here and holding this big long lance. And you make eye contact with him almost, and you can roll ahead and roll those attacks.
So I have a point of inspiration that I haven't spent from this fight that sort of tore her up, and I think so I can spend it to get advantage on attack. Well, I guess
Actually,
right. That's what that is.
you
Yeah.
can. I need to have you a Constitution saving throw first, since you
Sure.
did not avert your
Yeah.
gaze, and you're just like locked eyes with him, focusing on him as you jump over and run toward him. What is that Constitution save?
18.
Totally fine.
That's
Actually,
fine.
no.
Everything's
No?
fine.
Yeah, well, you can move up there. You're not affected by part of it. I still have to do another part of it. Hold on. That's gonna be.
I wish
You
I
take
would have.
you take 7 points of psychic damage as you make eye contact with it. You just feel like your nose bleed a little bit,
Oh.
but you feel like a bunch of voices just be like, no, and like it's like 3 or 4 voices like, no, I can't, I don't, please, and
Yikes.
My neighbors are definitely going to be worried at this point after that one. That was like, I feel like most of the time it's like a goofy voice, but that one is like, if someone knocks on my door, I understand.
We've had it. I don't know how many Muppets you've been abusing in here, but we're done with it.
At some point, you're just being a good neighbor, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I can't be sure, but I think he's casting dissonant whispers over there.
Man,
I think there's 2 or 3 of them. Quick.
Truly, if we might have to take a second break if I get a knock at my door. But as you hear all these voices that sound like someone being tortured or killed in some way, and you take 7 points of psychic damage, but have no other issues as you were able to run toward him. So now, go ahead.
She will take that damage, and I will spend that point of inspiration, and I'm going to attack with advantage.
I love it.
She's feeling recharged. We're back in battle. This is the baddie, and he's slowed down, and the good thing she rolled with advantage.
Oh no!
Nope. 14 to hit with advantage. Plus
14
9
does not
modifier. No
Yep.
problem. Everything is going well. Well, she has so she misses on the first one, is going to take a second strike with her two-handed or double weapon attack, whatever it's called.
Absolutely.
That is a critical fail.
Oh no!
And she has a bonus attack. Let's do it. Let's land one single hit.
Yeah.
Can we please? Nope. Okay.
Yeah. So in fact, like as you come down
4,
here,
5, 1, 4. That's what I just rolled.
Hate to see it.
like as you come running down here too, like you can amongst all of these horrible screams, you can hear Malakation like laughing, and he's like, "Hello, Klik," and he's just like blocking every one of your attacks, and he's like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start with you first.
I think she's getting increasingly frustrated as she misses, and it's just
Did you have bardic
it's just putting her off.
Inspiration.
It would not have helped with those rolls.
Yeah, I guess
I would have needed to roll really well on the bardic inspiration.
Cool. All right, if you're staying right there,
That's what we've done. Yep.
We don't get a hello. We just punched you in the face.
Yeah.
I'm not polite.
Plus you have disadvantage against anyone except for me.
You also you
You're
have
outlining
double
the mechanics to
disadvantage
him.
because
How many hit points you got? Not enough.
Oh well, you guys got him flanked now.
no, we don't.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the
he
moon
is
boy,
nice.
the moon kid's on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What the
yeah,
hell's
you're
his name? Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Moon Jeffrey.
The moon kid, the big moon guy.
Kid.
Honey, I blew up the Moonboy.
Yeah.
Honey, yeah.
There it is.
All right, it's Klik. That's your turn. It's gonna be Flute's
Yeah.
turn now. Flute and the Fish Folk.
Flute and the fish folk.
Flute and the fish folk trying to rent a car.
What? Trying to rent a car? I love it.
Yeah.
Being the giant Kuato is fun, but it is gobbling up Flute's whole regular action. So this massive Kuatoa, it just roars, "The Sinker!" as it kind of like melts away, just leaving the scimitar hovering there in the air. And I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers at that T-Rex. I'm going to hum a tune, and it has to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
That's oh my god! I rolled a 19. I have a +0, or I don't think I have very good on Wisdom, but either way,
That'll do.
that'll do.
What
Yeah.
is your spell? What is your spell save DC, Andrew?
15.
I'm going to incur my. I'm going to use my reaction to make it roll a d6 and remove that from the total.
It did get a 20 total, but I'm still happy to do that.
Should I not do it?
I can use a portent. Right? Yeah.
You can.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I've used it. What was the roll?
If Jordan used it, I got a 5, which brings it down to 15.
Okay.
Does that fail,
it's
Andrew?
It's still
My save is 15.
is 15.
Okay, so yeah.
So yeah.
I believe it is a action
Portent
or
you have to use
reaction.
Portent you have to use first, though, right?
So it failed.
No, it got a 15, so it succeeded. Yeah, and so yeah,
So it's
Rachel, you don't forget both with counterspell and portent, like yell it out before it happens. So.
Well, counterspell's a reaction, right?
yes.
Counterspell's a reaction, but portent you have to use before the roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Before that?
But before I tell you the results, really, is what it is more.
Sure. You may
invested
choose
in.
Yeah.
to do so before the roll, and you can replace the roll.
Yeah. So anytime I'm like about to do an important roll, you absolutely can just
Yeah.
jump in with like
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's gonna take 4 psychic damage, which is the half damage from making the save.
Cool. Yeah. The T-Rex like flicks its nostrils in an annoyed way, like a fly is there.
And then the Koto will attack it with the spiritual weapon. That's a dirty 20.
All right, and I believe that's a bonus action, right? So they still have their action.
It's a bonus action to cast it, and then once
Oh.
it's cast, it's just a melee spell attack, and you can use your bonus action then to do it twice.
Cool. All right.
So it's
Pile
gonna
those
take,
attacks on.
It's going to take 13 magical force damage on the first attack.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a 10. See if I get above 10. Yep, I did. So T-Rex is still up, but you can do another attack.
That was 13, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then does a 12 hit?
No, it is not.
Okay, so they'll miss on the second one.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, this magical weapon just like wields itself, and you hear from the woods the sinker, as they all seem to be just like focusing on like this weapon and wanting it to happen. All right. Cool. Flute. Yeah, you used Distant Whispers. The fish folk went. That's it. So it's now going to be Laloon.
Yeah. Counterspell's a reaction, so it can still use a spell, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You
Well,
can
yeah,
still
yeah,
use
yeah.
an
Radius.
action, and you can still use a bonus action, which I didn't realize bonus action was different from reaction.
Doesn't replace reaction.
Right.
Well, fireball it is. Let's can we try and hit the T-Rex and the other guy? Yeah, that way.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the move.
Cool. Go for it. So the T-Rex has to make a Dex save.
Dex save at 19. Do a little T-Rex dance. Let's have the T-Rex roll a 9.
Okay, cool. So the T-Rex fails there, as it just needs to fail the 19 DC that is Loon's spell save DC. So the dinosaur fails, and then the other one is going to.
Disadvantage, I think.
Okay, cool.
Because of his slowness, right?
Great. Yeah.
No.
Fails.
He has negative AC, I think. I'll tell you exactly what it is, but it fails anyway.
It's minus 2 AC.
Okay.
Yeah, but isn't he making a deck save?
Oh yeah, you're right. -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't
Oh,
use reactions.
well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have used the portent then.
Regardless,
Well, we're playing it
The
great.
Tyrannosaur didn't have
Okay.
slow, so you did
Tyrannosaur
the
isn't
right thing.
slowed. You did
You
it.
did the
There
right
you go.
thing.
Yeah, you
See?
did great.
Yeah.
it's going to still only take half damage because it has an ability to allow it to do that.
You rat.
Not if it's a reaction ability.
Yeah, not if it's trying to use a reaction.
It's not slowed.
It's not slowed. T-Rex
What?
isn't slowed.
Oh,
Are you talking about
T-Rex
the?
isn't slowed.
Oh,
Are you
I thought
talking
you
about
were
the T-Rex or the elf?
boy.
The elf, and it's not a reaction. It is an effect called evasion. It allows them to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage. If it is successful, it takes no damage at all.
Okay.
The roll is a 40 damage.
40. All right, cool. So
These guys can save on slow, by the way.
On their turns, right?
Yes, on their turns, just so you know.
Oh, they haven't had turns yet.
No.
yeah,
First one
the first two did. I'm gonna have them save real quick.
Okay, might be.
So no, it's okay. It's 15. One succeeded and one failed. This one over here, 2 is unslowed.
Okay.
1 over here is still slowed.
Okay.
So
Yeah, as you
T-Rex
see-
takes 40 damage.
T-Rex does take 40 damage, so it has to hit a DC 20 Constitution save to stay a T-Rex after this. Let's go. Natural 1.
Oh!
All right.
Yes!
Lilu carrying the team on her tiny
Yes!
withered back.
Absolutely.
She walks up the little step stool, casts this moon fireball that just like erupts over here, and you see. Also, our producer Case reminded us that did breach the Dammy's cusp too.
Preaching dammies.
Preaching those
Moon girl
dammies.
dammies. Moon dammies, bitch.
Yeah, she says Dammy's. Yeah. Moon dammies. I've had it with these motherfucking moons on the motherfucking plane of existence. So this huge fireball erupts, and you see the T-Rex just kind of like melt almost, and it cracks back into this form of itself here. And at the same time, this elf is totally engulfed in flames, and you just hear it like, and on just fire just falls over to the ground here.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah.
4, let go.
This is the first
No
death here.
Yeah.
And
Hey, we're down to T-Rex and an elf.
First
Yeah.
blood.
Well, he's
We're
not a
just
T-Rex
also
anymore.
up an elf.
She.
good. That was a huge turn. Rachel,
Okay.
you beat yourself up about that
I did.
portents, but that was
It was
Huge
it
turn.
was
Yeah,
good
it
that
was
it failed.
huge. Game changer.
All right. 9 has been used. That, yeah, she'll just take a little step off the step stool and chill on her rooftop garden, I guess.
Absolutely. One of the flowers kind of like nuzzles her a little bit as she steps back. It's going to be Malakation's turn. And I need to take a tiny second to make sure I do this right.
Uh-oh.
You can only do one thing.
I know. I gotta make sure I do it right.
And if it's anything but attack me, or if he's attacking, he has disadvantage.
Be good to use this
Which
spell.
unfortunately you told him.
I was just kidding. I was doing a little fourth wall bit.
Okay, cool. I think after this kind of like taunt from Yukai, and there's 5 of you, right?
Total?
4 of me.
4 of you. And
I was like, there's 4 of us. Harlan, how long have we been doing this game?
there's like 10 people in my head, all right? Come on, cut me a break.
No.
Okay, it's gonna attack Yukai as he's gonna look at you all and kind of like turn around and say, "Can you hear Klik? You will be one of those voices. Soul your friend." And he's like, when he says that, he turns and kind of like in slow motion tries to attack Yukai. And with slow,
Now, didn't he already attack Jeffrey this round? Am I wrong there?
no, this is his first attack of the second
Yeah.
round. Cool. So he, so he just gets a straight up attack roll at you. He got a 13 to hit Yukai. I believe that fails.
That fails, and it's actually not enough to hit the mirror image that he was attacking.
Great. So yeah, he just
So I
like
keep my mirror image.
all of the bobbing and weaving of this soccer team of Kai's
Yeah.
to stay out of the way. And does he get to make the save now if it's the end of his turn?
Yeah.
Yes,
Get slow.
I think so.
Yeah.
For slow?
I believe.
15 wisdom saving throw?
That I believe it is his.
I'll have him roll a 4.
Okay, cool. There we go.
Huge.
All
Let's
right.
keep that idiot slow for a little
So
bit.
huge.
Yeah, you see like he starts to shake it off, and there's just like a bright flash of moonlight from Lulun herself, and he it just stays. He's like looks confused for a second, like a camera flash went off in his eyes, and he's like, "Grah!" He's still just like moving through pudding.
God.
That's the end of his stupid goddamn turn because.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
That's what you want to hear out of the DM.
Love to
You
hear it.
attack with a spear. You get one shot.
Stupid ass game. I hate it.
Listen,
I'm done playing this game.
he came at Jeffrey.
It's true.
I can't believe Jeffrey's still alive. Oh my god.
Truly. Yeah, truly. What was that? That was so scary.
I knocked on wood. Sorry.
okay.
Oh, I thought that was somebody knocking at the
Those
door.
Pops at Harlan's house.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, Moonboy, it's your
Harlan's
turn.
neighbors.
Let the
Far
Muppet
out.
go. Let the Muppet
Wait, I think so. Jeffrey hasn't gone yet, and I think he was before me.
The initiate is in the.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I said Jordan because it says Moon Jordan in
Got
my
it.
initiative notes, but it is.
Gotcha.
That's not the Moonboy. It is the Moon Jordan, which is it's
Okay.
Jeffrey's turn. Yeah.
Great. Boy, this would have been the time to do Moonfire. Anyway, he's going to attack Malachation. This is Scimitar times 3. Does that mean
Yeah.
3 attacks?
Sure does. Just go ahead and roll 3 d20s if you're gonna hit him with all 3. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's advantage because you're flanking him.
Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
you're right. Okay, so let's roll that first one. Oof, that's gonna be a 9 to hit. Guessing that's
It
a
misses.
no. Second one. Oof, come on, what is this? That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Misses as Jeffrey.
Misses.
Yeah, just like he's bringing the huge sword down, and he just kind of like, even in his slowed state, Jeffrey's kind of weakened, and he's just like moving, like anticipating these huge swipes. So the 18 misses too.
Wow, Jeffrey
What's the
misses
next
Even
with
with a
all of
minus
them.
2 to his AC.
No, with the -2 to his AC, he does hit with that 18.
Great.
Baby,
Great.
baby.
Okay, so one of them hits.
Okay, cool. What's that damage?
3d10 radiant. No, 1d6 plus 4 slashing. So let's see how much total. Cool, 5. Nice work,
All right.
Jeffrey. You
Cool.
Jeffrey's had a tough go of it.
dumb. Yeah, well, he had
Jeffrey
him
is
up.
like the punching bag in Melee that you just try and punch as far as you
He's
can.
doing great. He's taking
He's
stacks.
absorbed a party's worth
tanking.
of damage.
I get it.
He
I
really
love you,
has.
Jeffrey.
We'd all
You're
be
wonderful.
dead.
Saying maybe
Truly.
get on Jeffrey's case.
You're right.
Well, it's always the moons that bully the moons. You know what I mean? Great. So yeah, that's Jeffrey. He does nick him with one of these like huge slams of his giant sword down to the ground here. He just like finally nicks one of his shoulders, and you can see him kind of like shake his head here. And with taking that damage, he just disappears.
Uh-oh.
And
Who just disappeared?
Malachation. When he took
Malachation.
damage
Take
there.
Reactions.
Oh, he can't take reactions?
Oh, he can't take
Can't
reactions.
take reactions.
He's still there?
Stay where you are, Malachation.
Nice try, you
Sit down.
slippery eel.
Ah.
He goes,
it.
no, what is wrong with me? That usually works.
Oh my god. Best portent of my life.
Rachel was so nervous about running
I
the
was
moon.
so I don't play this kind of
Feeling it.
creature player.
crushing
What a person.
Creature,
Character.
player, person, character counts.
Shut up.
All right, it's now Talon's turn.
I've been playing so much Magic. Everything's a creature.
Talon's
Used to this
turn.
juggling.
Yeah, technically, it's also a creature, but keep going. It's
All
Talon's turn.
right. Talon is going to use a spell, magic missile, in fact, at Malefication, so that she doesn't have to look at him.
Wow.
Is what she's going to do. Magic
Oh.
missile
Yeah. Sorry,
at
keep going.
level 4.
Yeah. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. I love the idea of Talon looking away and just like casting it like whew, and all of these, because her magic missiles appear as just like tiny gears again, just like these bits and bobs of mechanical items just like pop out, and then I have little rocket boosts behind them, and I'll just like fly toward Mallocation. I did forget to do his slow at the end of his turn. His wisdom save, right?
Okay,
Oh, I thought you did it. Go ahead.
No, Mallocation, you did, and she portented
You did it.
you
That's
to
why.
make
I
it.
Yeah.
portented.
Oh, yeah.
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 Totally right. Totally, because I said it, and you're right. I just
Yeah.
You
totally
tried to
forgot.
sneak it.
Nope, did not. I just didn't have too many things in my brain.
No, you're doing a great job.
All right.
You're doing
Yeah.
a great job.
Thanks, Dad.
6 bolts of magical force. 6 bolts of magical force. Strike Mallocation. He takes...
Just gears. Clunk, clunk.
Yeah.
Stop it.
25 points of force damage. As she blast him.
Chat, look at me. I sent you this character sheet. He has so many cool things he could do, and this slow is just ruining my life. It's amazing. It's amazing. Sorry.
Yeah, I've had.
How much damage? I'm sorry, Aaron. I got all upset looking at my own character sheet.
Chat, what was it? 25?
It was 25.
Yeah.
25.
Just
All right. Cool. All right. Absolutely.
Yes,
all of these
quite a
gears just
rude
slam
blow.
into it and just kind of like explode into like little tiny screws of fireworks as they just like leave burn marks on it. Like one of them slams into his face and like catches fire for a second and like burns away a piece of his mask, and you can see his like creepily pale flesh underneath of it just like burnt, and he's like "Gah!" holding his lance here in pain. All right. She do anything else?
That's it for Talon.
Cool. She just slicks her hair back a little bit after blindly firing that, and looks over at Laloon and is like blows off her finger again. And that's gonna bring up this this half satyr, half elf, and he's gonna go, Maledict's turn! And, Valedict. It's Mallocation and Valedict. They're a cute couple. Not that kind of couple. A cute team. And he cackles.
No judgments. No judgments.
No,
Mal.
no. No
Get
judgments. They're
Mallocation's
just-
partner.
They're too
Making
mean to
sad.
date. They're too mean to
Okay.
date. And yeah, so he's gonna giggle and step. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get rid of this guy. He's gonna go 5.
It is a spiritual weapon, but it doesn't draw. The spiritual weapon is still there, but it doesn't draw opportunity attacks.
Okay, cool. Well, it's not large though, right? It's just a single size.
Perfect.
He is going to cast a spell.
This dude is
Yeah.
not slowed.
This dude is not slowed. He's going to cast a spell in a 20-foot radius at 120 feet. And I'm saying this out loud so I can think while I do it. And
Do we counterspell this?
it's you, Rachel. It's your call.
Let's see.
The girls in it. I think we have to counterspell.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad
I think
idea.
At what level?
That is a great question. We've got lots of levels.
I truly was excited about being like, I'm gonna make Rachel make some spell decisions tonight. It's gonna be fun.
never do this. I'm like, I'm gonna be fuzzy, and that's like the only spell decision
Yeah.
that we make. It's 10 plus spell level. Okay, and then at the spell level I cast it, that changes the DC.
Right. So like if you cast at third level, if the spell he is casting is a third level or lower, it just automatically cancels it. If it's a higher spell level, you get a chance to roll for it, and she has a good modifier.
Yeah.
But-
Let's cast this at 5.
5th level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The spell automatically, just like as he reaches over and starts it, you see this like brown, putrid puff of smoke fly out, and it's just immediately hit by this white spark of moonlight that collides in midair with it and just totally encases it, and the spell absolutely goes away. So if you'll mark off a 5th level spell slot, that spell goes away. And he goes, no!
She's got lots of spell slots left. I don't know.
She's a very high level caster.
She's a very powerful.
Is, yeah. She's a powerful lady.
All right, Moonboy, it's your turn. He's
Powerful
pissed.
lady.
He's
Okay.
not gonna move. It's your turn.
Moonboy is going to realize that he made a bit of a mistake. He's going to use his bonus action to shift to the archer form. I've now used both of my starry forms, and I am going to cast Guiding Bolt at Malachation.
Okay, absolutely. You're flying up in the air. You can have that shot at him.
And you know what?
Roll that d20.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at level 4.
Is this affected by his crazy vision?
Yeah, absolutely. It is the foresight.
I have it right here.
No, I meant Malakation's crazy vision.
Oh yeah. If you, God damn it, I keep forgetting to do this. If you don't avert your eyes, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. If you do avert your eyes, you have to make the attack a disadvantage.
Does Guiding Bolt strike a location, Jordan, or a target you can see? Because you could just look at the ground.
It's a target.
That he's
It's a target.
on. Okay.
It's a target.
Guidance. Sorry, hang on. I'll read you the exact thing. Flash of light streaks toward a creature of your choice within range.
Yeah, it's a target.
I think guidance
Just
is
check in. Just check in.
Yeah, no, we could sit here and argue it all day, but I think ultimately he's looking at him.
Cool. All right, make a Constitution saving throw before, as you fly up and you look at, you see Malachation, and he looks up at you, and you can just see his elven eyes glow red for a tiny little second. You start to hear these voices in your head. They're like, no, please, no, my family, and give me that Constitution saving throw.
Target can't be surprised and has advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Absolutely, so you can have advantage on this saving throw. As you feel like you've heard these screams before, you've seen this moment before. You're almost like viewing yourself outside of yourself.
It's not great. 13.
That is exactly what you needed to save. Okay. So you take 8 points of psychic damage, and you feel the screams get louder for a second, and you feel that nosebleed start drip down your nose, but you shake it off, and you hold tight, you push it off.
Okay, great. I am going to cast Guidance with advantage.
Guiding Bolt. Yeah.
Guiding Bolt at level 4 with advantage. Guiding Bolt, please. Do something good for me. Come on. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's a 26.
Oh, that hits.
That is a 19 on the die. Heck yeah. Great. Okay, so that means that he's about to take a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, Guiding Bolt to 4th
Hopefully.
level, baby. Let's go.
Hopefully.
It's a big old spell.
So 4d6 when you cast this spell slot of 2nd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot above 1st level.
So 66.
So
Wow.
66. Well, hopefully it'll be a lot of damage. Let's see.
that moonfire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll them. 17 damage. Next attack gets advantage on him. And also with the archer, I get to make a ranged spell attack. There's going to be a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
20 hits. Going to take an additional... Let me just make sure if it's... I think 6 damage. Additional 6 damage.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's dammies. That's over 30, I believe.
It's
No.
damage.
The
Moon
damage
dammies.
Yeah, so this bolt just engulfs it, it slams into him. You see it just spread throughout his body for a second, and he holds tight, and now it's just the mask. The mask is broken away and it's just holding over his eyes here. And he's like, and you just see like blood coming out of his mouth, and he's still up, and he just kind of like laughs, and he's like, no matter what you do, Lily, the end will still come. And he shouts out into the air, he's like, your friends are cute, but the end is still coming. And yeah, that's the end of his little rant here.
Sounds like the patter somebody below 1/10 of his hit points.
You think we're cute? Oh my god.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I don't know why I try to do spooky boss voices.
They're great.
No, they're great.
No,
They're
I'm
great.
just being
You're doing
self-deprecating.
great.
It's fine.
Keep going.
It's gonna be the end of Moonboy's turn, so we're in the third round of combat here.
I would like to move
I thought you
Moonboy,
might. Yeah,
kind
go
of
for it.
over here. The move boy, if you will.
That's gonna bring up this elf right, this masked elf right here, who saved the throw.
Yeah.
No, wait, this one did not. This one did. The first number 1 did not. Number 2 did.
That
The other way
one
around.
did. This one is not slowed. These two are still slowed, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's true.
One and Malachation.
I don't think number 1 has had a chance to save yet.
He did.
Or no.
He did.
He
Yeah.
did. He did. He went back and read
Yeah.
through, saved.
I'm just gonna write it down because I forgot to, because I did it earlier. So 2 is or 1 is slowed and Malachation is slowed. So just we're on the same page. So 1 is going to take the action, is going to move right here, and is going to attack with advantage against you as he is flanking you,
Okay.
Klik.
It has disadvantage because of blur. So
Ah.
regular attacks.
God damn. You all. I love it. I love it. You all are vicious.
You built us.
You're
We got
so
to level up, and we got an hour of prep, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
We are your most dangerous creation.
I truly was like, I'm gonna let you all get away with any spell casting beforehand because like I'm really bringing it, and just never again. This is the end of Nice Harlan tonight.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I still got a 21 to hit. So
Okay. Well,
Not
over.
Wow, with disadvantage, 21 it will hit.
all right, that's gonna be 10 points of damage against you as he just is able to step around the side, and even in the slowed moment, he still gets his blade past you and gets slices into your carapace and does 10
Klik
points of
is
damage.
fully sulking at this point. She's not paying attention. She is getting wailed upon by a henchman. She is
It's Bessner's turn.
not. She does not have her head.
Wailed
down.
upon.
Bessner is going to bedevil the main guy.
do it.
Okay,
action.
cool. Malachation you have advantage.
Oh, does
if you
that
attack.
guy get to make a save? Not to be that guy, but
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
No, please. Gotta
Yeah.
be that guy.
Yeah, slow check.
just trying to help the DM run a giant combat.
I
Thank
got
you very
it.
much. If I complain enough, you all will help me. So a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save.
Okay, cool. The save is
Beat or
Save is
15.
15.
15. That's absolutely not going to succeed. So he is still slowed. That's going to bring up Bessner.
Moon
Yeah,
gravity.
Bessner takes the help action.
Cool, great. Which is going to bring up the unslowed number 2 here, who is going to go 1, 2. It's going to get advantage on this attack.
You leave Jeffrey alone.
Talon's going to use her reaction to make no advantage.
Yeah. He actually, because Malachation isn't engaged, he's going to move here and is going to use the bonus action to hide. If you can, does she need to
it's
see
okay.
someone? Does she need to see someone in order to do that?
Pretty sure.
Okay, cool. Have her roll a perception check real quick. Just beat my stealth. I rolled it. I got an 18 on the die on altogether.
1.
So still, don't mark that off though, because she still gets it, because she just straight up can't see him. So I am gonna hit Jeffrey with a 24 to hit. So Jeffrey is going to take 10, 14, 18 points of piercing damage.
Jeffrey,
He's still up?
the gentle giant,
That would put him down 18.
has been killed.
Hang on. I can try to reduce stuff.
He has 10. If you can
he has
reduce
10.
it,
I would have to roll a
You'd
6
have to
or above on a d8 to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
probably
no, because he got 18 damage, so you'd have to get
A
9.
not. A 7 or an 8,
It's fine.
because it's +2. Yeah, I don't think she can save him.
All right, yeah. This as Jeffrey's like slamming the sword pieces down, sword down at Malachation. There's just a, and the last you see a bolt just like hit his back, and the fire of his last bit of body like flickers out, and the helmet just falls to the ground. The sword disappears just out into nothing as the helmet slams into the ground and is right there. And Jeffrey, the giant moon elemental, is not currently there.
Jeffrey!
That's good.
Quick clarification question. This ooh, I don't have the right. This elf, was this the one that popped out of the fog first?
No.
No, that's
I think
this
that
one.
guy's dead.
Is he dead?
He's dead. Yeah.
Okay.
He took a shit ton of damage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just had the mark of the quarry on him. Need to make sure I can move it if I need to.
Thank you. Good point. I also forgot he should
Mark up
have
the
continue to have advantage from the fairy fire, but I just forgot that.
Promise of power of the promise. Mark of
So-
the quarry is not what it is.
That's the second. So it's Kai's turn now.
All right, Kai's going to.
Kill that
Oh.
guy.
Nope. Yep.
Blast
You're good.
that
Go for
guy.
it. Go for it. Nope. It's you. Go for it. Yep.
Yeah.
Kai's going to avert his gaze, but still take a blast at malediction.
Malachation.
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 It's like medication,
Rhymes with
but it's
station.
bad. Yeah.
I keep
sorry.
saying malification.
I said
I
that too,
think-
so that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's going to miss.
What do you get?
16.
To who? Malachation? Yeah,
Malachation.
misses. Yeah. Oh, he has -2 his AC. Still misses.
Oh wait, I had advantage because of Besnar.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yes.
It's even worse.
Oh, no.
All right,
Besnar's
second
doing his
attack
best.
is going to be with my Thunder Gauntlet.
You can't flash of Venus yourself? Or I guess that doesn't work on attacks.
Nah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think you can do it on
It's
attacks.
too late to portend.
Anyway, it's too late. Second attack with my Thunder Gauntlet is a 24.
Oh boy, that absolutely hits.
There you go.
He takes 8 points of damage. 8
Okay,
points
cool.
of thunder damage and has disadvantage on attacks against anyone but me.
All right, 8 points, disadvantage. Got it.
Oh, also the next attack on him got advantage. Was that it?
I don't
Don't worry, it doesn't matter because Aaron, if you want to give a nice little description of you punching him into death, you
Yes.
absolutely
All of the K.A.Is are sort of surrounding him and taking turns pummeling this guy, and we just sort of punch him into the ground.
Yeah, and only like one of 4 hits are real, so it's just like
Yeah.
this invisible fist going through, but then one of them is like, oh god, that's actually it. And there's you just hear this sickening crack as you connect to his jaw, and one of those hits, and he just like slumps down hard immediately, and yeah, he just like falls to the ground, and his body just turns to dust immediately as it falls.
What?
It just like once it hits the
Whoa.
ground, it's like the only thing left is the top half of this broken mask, and you see a ring, a pair of boots, and this lance sitting here.
Whoa.
And the rest of his body just immediately turns to ash as he falls, and you hear Laloon go, idiot.
We all
She's
give
the
her
best
thumbs up.
one.
She truly is.
Why did he turn to dust? Was that because you vaporized him, or is that something we should be concerned about?
Do an Arcana check later. Click, it is your turn.
All right. She will take a Getka attack at this
Hell yeah.
this elf numero uno, and will perhaps hit. Yeah, 29.
Oh, that absolutely is.
Back, baby.
28, but yeah, still. Bunches.
Cut him in half.
She's gonna try.
Actually, Moonboy, we do an Arcana check,
Yes.
or a Perception check, or either one. But I don't want to stop Click's turn from happening.
Sure,
Just
sure, sure.
hold on
Coming
to
up.
it for a second. Click,
12
go, keep
on the first hit?
that 12 damage against.
No, 12 damage on the first hit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The second hit is a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Nice. And that's 8 damage.
Alrighty.
And then the third is 17 to hit.
Also hits.
And it is 7 damage.
All right, yeah. So kind of like with this opponent on one half of you decaying into dust, popping away, it's going. You turn around and you just into this guy, and he takes these hits, but he just like does not look away from you and is still up there doing okay.
That is what she got.
Cool. Man, I forgot to do the gaze question on you, Kai. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
I said I was averting my gaze.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Cool. So did you do those Did you do those rolls at disadvantage then?
Well, one of them was advantage, so it was
Okay.
just a regular roll, and that one I missed.
I'm not worried about it. I just forgot and I just remembered, so I just said it out loud as I was thinking it. So, Click, do you want to do anything else with those besides those 3 attacks? Are you
Nope.
good?
I mean, yeah, I suppose let's do a second. What's the thing? Action surge.
Okay, go for it. Get in there.
She's mad. She's
Do
hitting.
it.
We'll do
Take
it
his
again.
head off. Cut his fucking head off.
19 a hit.
That hits.
And that one is 12 damage.
All right.
And then this one is 16 to hit.
Okay. That hits too.
And that one is 11. So that's
12,
and-
11, and I missed one.
there's just 2 because it's an additional action.
Okay, cool. Got it.
So
Yeah,
she doesn't
that's
have the
right. Not a
bonus
bonus
action
action
for the third
right.
attack.
Cool. So he's still up as you just like are
Oof.
angry, but just like wailing away on him. I mean, each
Just-
one you could just see like more.
I guess you know what?
like,
I'll
bits of
use
soaking blood.
the telekinetic strike, and she'll try and take this one guy down. For
Explode
once
his heart.
ever. She's
Stuff his heart.
It's 5 extra damage on that
Yeah.
last one.
There's it's like the headbutt at the end of the fight where
Yeah.
it's just like psychic energy that like you hear his
Yeah.
nose break. And he kind of like coughs up a little bit of blood here, and he's still holding on though.
Oh my
is.
god.
Like bleeding from a lot of places, but in this like composed stance with his sword at his hand.
To be fair,
Jack.
we have put all of our energy into taking down Malcation.
Very
I
true,
do
very
not think we had hit number 1 before.
That was still a ton of damage.
That was a ton of damage.
okay. She's mad.
All right, Flute and Crew. Flute and Fish Folk.
Crew. Welcome to Flute and Crew. Have you shopped here before?
Flute and the fish folk, picking out ties.
I'm going to hum a dissonant whisper at that dude that Klik just psionically bashed, and I'm going to do so at level 3. This elf has to make a wisdom saving throw, trying to meet or beat a 15.
Okay. 15 on the dice exactly.
Okay, so it's going to take half of...
You know what? I'm sorry. I'd like to use my reaction to please roll a 6 and remove it from that.
Cool, absolutely fails.
Failure. please.
19 psychic damage, and if he's
Yes.
still up, he has to immediately use his reaction to get away from me, which means he's going to run away from Klik and K.A.I.
Don't worry, he's not, because as he he just Klik just like wails on him over and over, and it, like as she kind of like gets done and he knocks he kind of like pulls himself back, he just hears and he pulls his mask off, and you just see this like scarred elven face, and he just like starts like goo comes out of his ears, and he just like falls over.
Oh God!
That was just for you, Andrew. Yeah.
He got goo to come out of his ears.
Wow.
I feel
I'll
bad
like
about
point at
helping
Klik.
now.
I'll be like,
Thanks for softening him up for me, Klik.
I'll meet that point, and I'll point over my shoulder at the remaining elf standing over here. Barry Bonds call a shot with 2 hands.
There's
though,
2
so
elves.
It's extra scary.
left.
Wait, I
and-
don't know if she can see that one, but she
think-
points
yeah.
at this one for sure.
So the fish folk are gonna swipe at this dude in front of them. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh,
There it is, baby.
As like hyenas in the trees, you just see all these fish eyes just being like, sinker, sinker, sinker.
Like hyenas!
He's gonna
man.
take
Elephant
21 magical force damage on the first strike.
Okay.
And then they're gonna swipe at him again with the bonus action. And that'll be a 12.
Okay. Actually, let's just so you know, that 21 damage is gonna head and do it for this caster boy.
Oh,
Yes.
Laffy boy, sweet.
He did not have much left in him as he's like giggling and laughing, and it is like clearly readying another spell after getting that first one knocked out. And this shining sword that is the fish folk's weapon, just he's like laughing, just slices him in half completely, and
Yes.
like his top half like hits the ground, like still laughing for a second, and then just like
Oh
falls
God!
over.
Gross.
I love it.
Maybe you hear like a chorus from all around the trees.
The sinker.
Yeah, it's
slice
gone into like
him.
gladiator territory now.
So that's all coming from behind this elf.
Yeah.
It's just like, ugh. Can
Now
I
they
make a
do-
deception check?
Now they love
thought
it. Now they're
you
gonna
were the-
demand blood.
Yeah. You thought you were the creepy ninjas, didn't you?
You're locked in
Guess
here with
what,
us.
mister?
You didn't know about our 12 creepy fish
Didn't know
friends.
about
And our
our
level
fucking
20
fish cults,
caster.
man.
You didn't account for that.
And to be fair, there's no way they could have known that we had a small fish religion burgeoning.
Right.
We have
We have a nasty grandma and a cult of fish.
We had more than another adventuring party helping us out. On
Truly.
this fight. That's
To
it
be
for
fair,
our turn.
I didn't know about the fish folk when they came out. I didn't know you guys were gonna have a crew of fish folk. That is, I got rid of the ship for a while. I was like, great, I don't have to run a ton of NPCs. This is awesome. But here we are.
Let's adopt him. Daddy, can we take him home?
Yeah, you rolled a nat. I was gonna kill half of them, and then you roll a nat 20, but in the Naga fight. So here we are.
Dice says
it's-
no.
Dice says no. Exactly. Lulun, it's Lulun's turn here.
Well, I'll have Laloon creep over to the edge and try and make a perception check to find this
Now the-
remaining fellow.
Now the Moonboy
Right.
got a nat 20 on that perception check you asked me to make.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There
So we
is
know where he
a
is?
there's a pendant as well as a ring
Okay.
and a pair of boots, and it is glowing like a spell is about to go off.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh God.
I shouted out. I would have shouted that out the moment I saw it.
Absolutely.
Necklace bomb.
I mean,
I've got it. I
Do
say
I
to Klik.
attack
I
the
say
ring?
to Klik. I've got it.
okay. I was just looking for the elf in the woods, but we're worried about a necklace bomb now.
Wait,
Um,
and Moonboy, did you get a? You got a natural 20, right?
Natural 20.
Okay, cool. It is a spell is going to. You see the dust kind of like being pulled, like it's a vacuum almost, toward the pendant, like it's going to revive Mallocation.
Oh shoot.
Can I counterspell it, or is
You
it
absolutely
not
can.
time? Let's do
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Let's do it at level 6. Let's
Yes.
do our best here.
I gotta double check something real quick.
Oh boy.
If you use that level 6 spell, you just see the moon girl, Laloon, walks up those steps. She goes, "Nope, I know your pathetic tricks, Melication. No more!" And she counterspells it, and all of the light just goes out of the pendant immediately.
Woo!
She's the best one.
She's the best one. We need to bring a level 20 wizard
monstrous.
to every fight.
Yeah. Joining the crew.
Can we adopt her? Harlan, please.
No.
Let me-
She's
Lou.
so cute.
Let me talk to you about my Lord and Savior, the Sinker.
That is, well, that was her reaction, really. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna count that as her action just for the speed of this.
Shit, how lucky
it's-
is that natural 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah.
That's like...
That was huge, huge. Cool.
we
It's
have
going to
do the whole
be
fight again.
Whatever. I would have enjoyed killing that dude twice.
Yeah.
no. It was you'll get it later, but it's now going to be Talon's turn.
Who's left? How many
Come on,
dudes?
say
boy.
what?
Number one
There's this guy. One is
was-
gone.
Killed, yeah. So it's just the one
Oh,
hiding.
One
yeah,
is gone.
yeah,
So it's just
yeah.
Sneaky Boy over at little coward pants.
Can
in the
Talon see
corner.
that guy?
She can do a perception check, absolutely.
She's going to do a perception check. Rolled a 9.
Nope.
It's a good song.
She's like, we won! We won!
Yeah.
Whoa! Whoa! Skateboards! Firecrackers! We won!
Oh, she's awesome.
You love me, I know.
I like
she
this
says, yeah.
town.
She lights up a cigarette.
Yeah,
Leans
she.
down against. She like slumps against the wall, sitting on the floor next to the moon girl.
God. What a fight, huh?
She does.
Pretty
She does have a
good.
finger that a cigarette pops out of, so she absolutely can just like pop out that thing. You know,
She
that
looks
the
at
top
the
of the
It's
finger
a-
comes
like,
off.
It's a
Bart
finger.
Simpson.
There it is.
Damn it! You
Oh,
can't be
hello.
better at my own
Just in
characters
time
than
for us
me,
to be done.
Aaron.
My boy.
We could have used you.
It's Moonboy. It's your turn.
Massacred
The Talon's not going to do anything.
If she said
Okay,
we won, I'd say I like this.
There's still another one out there.
She's like,
Okay, the
whatever.
Moon Boy is going to fly up.
can't
I
see
am going to. I am going to dismiss this first of all. I am also going to drop slow, as there's nobody still moon gravity. Sorry, as there's nobody remaining that still has it, and I am going to cast.
Actually, moon gravity's actually lighter, and they.
Yeah, but you
Don't
still
worry,
move
you talked about it on
slow.
stream
We
today.
talked about it.
I'm just being a
It's still hard
horrible
for you to
asshole.
move around, you know.
Yeah. I'm just being terrible.
You try and run on the moon, Andrew. Come on.
Yeah, Andrew, let's see you run on the moon.
It's
Yeah.
a moon movement.
Yeah, Andrew.
Fine, maybe
It's
I will.
moon. It's moonwalk.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh my god, it
Holy
is
shit.
Moonwalk, isn't it?
I love it.
It's 100% Moonwalk. That is the name of the spell, changing it following this. Okay, but prior to that, the Moonboy is going to cast Fairy Fire on that area.
We know
Go
where
for
he
it.
is? Do you know where he is?
You can roll a perception check.
General area.
I thought I got him
I
with
know
the
he's
20.
over there.
You got a 20 on the perception check?
No, I got a nat 20 on the perception check you asked. Oh, that was for the pendant.
looking for the.
That was to the pendant.
okay.
Yeah.
that was
if you want to try and
yeah.
find this
So you gotta
boy,
find
yeah.
it.
Okay,
Find the guy.
I am going to try to find him. Well, maybe I can. Maybe there's something I can do.
You do
You
still
rolled
have
a
foresight.
16.
You know, I still have this spell, so I will try to find him. Perception, you say?
You
Yep,
roll
you
a
have advantage.
16 on your perception check.
I've rolled a 16 on my perception. Was that just on the dice? Because I can
That's
bump
on the
it up.
dice, right? Is what Portland
16
does?
on the
Yeah. Yes,
Since it's
absolutely.
a roll, yeah.
16 on the
Yeah.
dice is a 21 for the Moonboy's perception.
Oh, that's
Find that
exactly what
boy.
you needed. That's exactly what you needed. Because I rolled a stealth check last time and I wrote it down, and that's exactly what you needed.
Lilu.
Moonboy,
The
you had this moment.
princess.
that is like it's almost like you hear the moon girl, like when the loon put her hands on you, this is like that vision slows down in this moment, and you can camera shot see this masked elf sitting behind a tree here that you don't have vision on physically,
Absolutely.
but your mind and your memory and the moon girl's magic just lets you know immediately that it is right there behind that tree on the map where you see it.
And you know what? I think
Mind in your memory and the moon girl's magic.
Exactly.
Good night, Moon. Good night, Moonboy.
Good night, Moonboy.
Good
Night
night,
elf with the
Moon
red
Girl.
balloon.
It's a fun
Good
mnemonic
night.
device.
their dexterity is immense, isn't it? I'd imagine.
Good night, elf. Sitting in the woods.
Good night. Annihilated
Okay,
enemies.
I am not gonna
Good
cast.
night,
I'm not
medication.
gonna cast.
Good
Good
night.
night, me.
Good God, I am not gonna cast. In fact,
Casting augury right now? Are you sure?
I'm not gonna cast augury. I'm not gonna cast fairy fire. I am gonna cast yet another guiding bolt at level 4. He just wants to blast this guy. You know.
Sure, you have to
And
step to the
it's-
side here to get vision on him, but if you move
Sure.
10 feet in either direction, you can get it.
Great, he does so. I will be doing so with advantage because of foresight.
Absolutely.
Let's see it.
Disgusting.
Oh, wow, that was sorry.
Totally
There's
disgusting.
way too many. Oh my god.
This is great roasting elf music. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Klik is probably getting
Slow-
hungry.
Oh yeah, it's so smelly around here. She's like, oh my god, it's like a barbecue.
It smells like a whole elf roast.
We haven't done the scene where
18?
Klik actually eats elf flesh, and this
So
might be
there's-
next week.
18 to hit?
So there's like sorry, go ahead.
18 does
to
hit.
Okay, go ahead. Click.
Yeah, we'll get to
There
the
is-
cannibalism.
Well, there's specifically a thing where like they don't eat opponents.
Oh.
Okay,
It's like a respect thing.
I love it.
Okay, so that is 18 damage.
You gotta pick it up at the store.
Yeah.
If
If you're gonna get it, you get it off the black market. They love it. You gotta
22
find
hits,
it.
right?
You gotta scavenge, but you can't like if you defeat
Yes.
somebody in battle, it's like that's a good man right there.
Right.
He tried to
You gotta
kill him.
dig up the fresh grave, and if you want
Yeah.
a solid hamburger, yeah.
24 damage. And the next
Alright.
hit gets advantage.
This bolt just slams into this masked elf's side, and you hear like just wince in pain as it gets caught off guard here, and it's like glowing almost like it's you all can see the aura like lighting it up behind the tree here, but it's still up. Is that it, Moonboy?
That's
Any of your turn? All right, it's gonna be
I'm
Vesner's
going
turn.
to-
Aren't you in
I'm gonna
your
fly-
archer form?
I am. I already did it.
Okay.
I am going to fly behind these other two.
Cool. Yeah, it's Vesner's turn.
Besnar can't give me double advantage, so
Truly.
he's just going to fly over to K.A.I and land on his shoulder, and K.A.I's going to blast this guy.
Nice. Bless that guy.
All of a sudden, there are 5 Besnars. 4 Besnars.
Andrew, can you roll a?
Advantage?
It's okay, cool.
Roll what?
Can I see? Do I have to move to get to this guy?
It's not your turn yet.
It's not my turn.
He
It's yeah.
starts.
Oh, it's that
this
guy's
guy
turn.
gets to start, yeah.
It's the quick elf.
Oh no.
Actually, don't worry about it. The elf is going to move through here and move 30, all of its movement to get right over, and it rolled a 26 on stealth, so I assume that it surprises these fish folk.
I mean, it's
Oh
glowing.
no!
And it is glowing. I'll roll with disadvantage. I got a 23, so if you want to try and beat that with perception, you absolutely can with the fish folk.
Do they have a perception
They do.
stat? What are they going to add to it this roll?
I will tell you in a tiny second.
Come on,
What do
lady, come
your
on.
fish eyes see?
Oh, God. They're not
Not
going to make
much.
it unless they have, like, an amazing...
They don't.
They rolled an 8, so... Wait.
Oh.
Otherworldly perception. The Kuato can sense the presence of any creature within
I-
30 feet of it. Oh, but that is invisible or on the ethereal plane. So I guess
Oh, okay.
their otherworldly
Yeah.
perception is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is still.
When
It's
it comes
still
to
like.
this world, they're not that perceptive.
Not so good.
All right.
The eyes are on the other side. It's tricky.
Andrew, I want you to roll. Since there's 3 in each token,
Yep.
I want you to roll a d12, and if it's a 1, the one it attacks is Dupa. No. If it's a 12, the one it attacks is Dupa, and if it's a 1, the one it attacks is the cool one, whose name I can't remember this tiny moment.
Hoot.
Hoot. Yeah.
Okay. I got a 9.
Okay, cool. So it is one without a name.
Cornelius,
No!
no!
Fish person.
They all have names.
I'm gonna make you write out all the names. Just
I'll do it.
yeah.
Right. If you roll a 1, it's Dupa. If you roll a 2, it's Wesley. If you roll a 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
so now there's
absolutely,
11.
absolutely make a 11 or a 12 piece chart, and you can just scratch off 9. So 12, and then
Just hear this like kind of gurgled
16.
scream from the trees.
oh, it didn't kill the first one with its. Oh wait, yes it did. Never mind. Yeah, you hear the gurgle scream from the trees, and that was its first attack. Did 17 damage, which is enough to kill one of them. It has 2 more attacks because it's finally not slowed. These don't get sneak attack, so that's going to be a 15 to hit, which hits.
Yep.
And then, oh, I got a natural 20. So, I don't think that's gonna. The 15 is gonna be.
Slaughtering fish folk.
Yeah.
I just hope.
I just want to. He can't do anything, so I'm just making this hurt. So that's gonna be 8 points of damage, which is not gonna do it. So he's using the natural 20 on the second one, but that is going to be enough to take out the second fish folk. So they're now, or only Cornelius 2 is also dead, as well as there's another gurgled scream.
Cornelius.
I don't have to roll the d12 again.
Actually, yeah, I want you to roll a d12 again.
Oh,
You sick bastard. I got a 9 again.
oh no, that same one.
Then roll it again. Roll it again.
Oh,
Nine is already scratched off.
9 is
from the
dead.
table.
that's true. I got an 8.
All right, there you go.
Oh.
So just for fun, just to know, just to know which last one is trapped with him, roll that d12 one more time, just because we're here in this moment. And if
2.
all right, so
Oh.
not
I mean,
Cornelius.
narratively, you can tell me which one is
No, I love this method. I love this
As
method.
long
Absolutely.
as it's
Very
nobody we
tense.
care about, then who cares?
So yeah, there is this one fish folk that is left with this last elf here.
Prodra.
Yeah,
That's
Quadra. Is that what you said?
yeah, Quadra. I'll change.
Quadra. I love it. You can write these down.
Last name Seps.
Kai, it's your turn now.
K.A.I is going
Fucking
to
jacked.
Dude, this guy's gonna
fly
get fucked.
over a little bit and blast the glowing elf.
Blast that guy.
All right, you have to roll it
Nice.
normally because he has full cover. He's inside of a bunch of trees right now.
Oh, what if I go inside the trees?
Then you can, if you get to a spot where you can see him, absolutely. If you crest the tree line, you can do it.
I can get to over the tree line.
I'm making you earn this last fish's life. Absolutely. I don't care. You all beat my hard team, and so if you want
Yes.
this last fish to live, you gotta do it. I don't
Sounds
care that it's
Sadistic-
10:45.
sadistic
You
DM
bested my
shit.
giant.
Dirty 20.
That means you're strong.
Dirty
Never
20.
fight a land war in the bottom of a dungeon. Yeah.
The first one is a dirty 20, and the second one is better than that.
Absolutely hits.
So he takes 17 points of force damage and 2 points of cold damage, and 12 points of force damage and 1
Wow.
point of cold damage.
Yeah. 32
All right.
total.
Ooh,
That's
those are
dammies.
dammies, I believe.
That's dammies, baby.
That's Kai dammies.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to do this, but
That's
he's gonna half,
robo dammies.
he's gonna half one of those 12s to 6. which also has half the 1 because he's got evasion. But that's going to be he's still up, but all of that still hits him, and you can just smash against him, and he doesn't even turn around as these hits him, as he's just focused on this last lonely fish folk as the other two are
Hey,
dead
leave
at
those
his
fish
sides.
alone!
No.
What are you doing?
No way.
He says, I'm collecting, and it's. Do you want to do anything else?
Yuck.
Collecting.
You want to do anything else?
I will use my bonus action to teleport next to him.
Great.
How now, dickwad?
There's just like blood coming out from under his mask, and he doesn't even turn and look at you as he's just like focused on this fish folk in front of him, like this weaker thing in front of him that he's like locked onto.
You're my weaker thing.
Thank you. Klik, it's now your turn.
So this is 40. Is that enough to hit?
This is 40.
This is what 40 looks like.
I love that Jason Segel movie.
Okay, so Klik will bound off in the direction of this elf and reach just the end of her movement, and will try to Githka this asshole.
Asshole.
Get him.
A 17 to hit.
100%.
Yes!
That does hit. Yeah.
That one is 9 damage.
Finish it!
Yeah, that hit like just stabs through his side here, and he just does not look away from this fish folk with his sword out, and he's still up.
Oh.
Well, she'll pull it out, put it around her shoulders, and flip it around and stab him again. It's 17 to hit.
That
Once
hits.
again. That is 11 damage.
With that, like he's reaching his sword out, and he's like rearing up for another hit, and it just totally goes through the middle of his chest, like chest burster style.
Yeah.
And he tries to pull himself forward, but he can't. And he just like slumps over, and the weight of his body pulls your Githka down, and he just like slides off of it to the ground there. And what is this fish folk's name? Andrew?
Quadra.
Quadra looks at you all and goes, "The sinker." And he kind of like looks down at the bodies of his fallen folk, and he says, "They have sunk." And he just like nods, and he looks grateful. The fish folk like truly looks grateful to you all. And Moonboy, just a quick little outro cinematic here as we've gone way past our time. Thank you all, everyone, for hanging out with us. But just to get us out of here on a period, end of the sentence, you see Laloon, you're flying in the air, and you see her like walk under you as she like creates this door below at the edge of this little fortress that she has conjured. And she walks out of the door and walks over to the ashes of Malakation's body, and she pulls the tiny little ring up that is there, and you could see that there's just like a little silvery moon tear that comes out of her eyes, and she's like, and she turns over and looks at you and goes, "He took this from Cartavian when Ventress killed him. Ventress gave it to him as a gift. Cruel, brutal work. They had no respect."
I think the Moonboy kind of lands gently behind her, and he kind of drops his starry form, and he says,
Who's Cartavian?
He was one of my sisters. One of the cisterns. Everyone thinks it's spelled C-I-S-T-E-R-N, but it's S-I-S-T-E-R-A-N. Little joke between us that we always thought was very funny.
It's pretty funny.
And she kind of like chuckles as she's still crying a little bit, and she's like, "Take it. It will only make my heart heavy, but it will make me, and it would have made him happy to know that it's out there living in the world."
The Moonboy takes it. And he says,
Cool.
"Thank you. Thank you.
She
I'll make
says-
sure."
Oh, thank you all. Thank you to my friends.
How he swallows it. How
I'm
long
sorry, I
until it
couldn't help
kicks
it.
in?
Well, that's one way to attune to it. It'll definitely spend an hour with you if you. Anyway.
No, he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that was you should.
He is respectful of the wonderful gift.
You could pop it in your mouth. If
I
you
mean,
want
he
to.
definitely, when nobody's looking, turns around and tastes it.
Yeah. She's like, when you turn around, like you turned around and she can't see you, and she's like, "It's okay, you can taste it. Just don't
It doesn't taste
swallow
great.
it."
It's fine. I was just curious. Thank you.
It has dead elf on it, of course.
I know. I
It's-
taste that now.
Yeah. Klik is watering. Our mouth is watering. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. We'll call it here at the end of this fight after that moment
Right.
of her gifting you that ring.
Holy shit! Nobody died. Ah.
Nobody
Except
died.
2 fish people.
Well,
And
Cornelius.
Jeffrey.
I know. Well, Jeffrey might still be around. You don't know.
Jeffrey might
I
be
don't know.
fine.
You know, I summon
Is
bats
Jeffrey
and
fine,
kill them all the
Harlan?
time. They come right
Is
back.
Jeffrey fine?
Find out next time on Better Than Heroes.
Okay, important question, Harlan.
Did you hear those Jason lasers? Shout out to
Oh
Jason,
yeah.
everybody.
Oh yeah.
Jeffrey with a G or Jeffrey with a J? That'll determine how I feel about him.
Oh, it's Jeffrey with a G. It is.
GEO.
Dang,
Yeah.
like Jeffrey Tice, the best one. Oh, I feel terrible now. If it was Jeffrey with the J, I
R.I.P.
wouldn't
Jeffrey.
care.
You're like, Jeff,
Well-
fine.
Ugh, like
it was
that
gonna be
weird Toys R Us giraffe. Ugh.
Yeah.
It was going to be a cliffhanger, but now that it's associated with Jeffrey Tice, I cannot not do it. That you after Laloon hands the ring off, she whistles, and you just see this like kind of like soot-covered moon like float its way out under this giant helmet and like shake itself off. And she's like, Jeffrey, good job. Would you like to take a nap? And the little
Oh,
moon
baby.
nods. And
Jeffrey, VIP, bud.
That was huge, Jeff.
MVP. I mean, VIP.
I was like, VIP.
He's the VIP
You're a
of
VIP,
MVP.
Jeffrey. You're very important to us. You're
He
the
knows.
VIP of the game.
He knows. He's just happy to be out and about. She says as she opens her pocket, and Jeffrey just like floats into it very slowly, clearly tired.
Love it.
I'm not gonna let him die. He's been with me my whole life. I'll die before he does, she says. Me first. Oh, Jeffrey, me first. She says, like arguing about who's gonna die first. And that's where we're gonna leave it. That's the zoom out moment. And nope, me first. She says silently. Nope, it's me. I'm going first. And we'll pick it up here next time.
Love it. What a game. Woo! Thanks for hanging
know-
in. Those
Thanks,
who
everybody.
hanged in.
Seriously,
Oh boy.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The
what
dang
a-
squad.
So we're
You know,
calling
let's-
this episode "Nasty Grandma and the Cult of Fish," right?
Ale Sinker and the Nasty Grandma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
funny.
Laloon
Nasty Grandma
coming
and the
in
Moon
hot.
Dannies.
I'm changing it to
Goodness.
Moonwalk right now.
Yeah.
I love
Absolutely.
Can
Very
we
good.
can we take a second to shout out this beautiful map that I mean, I feel like Joshua
gorgeous.
always
Absolutely.
makes this a beautiful
Gorgeous.
map, but really just
it. Yeah, we're spoiled now.
I know.
Yeah.
Just turned my
really-
fan on. I'm sorry, guys.
It really set the scene for this little Twilight fight we're
Murder
having here.
Grove?
Murder
Slaughterfest.
Grove. Yeah, I'm picturing like the meadow in Twilight where they lay in the grass and she watches him sparkle, but it's covered in blood.
Yeah. The moonlight
It's just
shines
a big
brightest on the blood.
Twilight chat.
Thank you.
That ruled. Great fight.
Those are a Moonlight Sonata. Man, oh
Ah.
man, oh man.
Slow.
Very
the
good.
hero of the night. The hero of the night.
Oh
was
man,
that
yeah,
slow.
the slow was insane.
That was
That was
That-
huge.
Moonlight
That
Sonata.
changed the whole game.
Huge.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
know.
the difference
Okay.
between me staying on the roof and me getting into the fight, honestly.
Yeah.
I will get
Truly,
slaughtered
same.
if I jump down there.
They all had multi-attack. They all had reactions. They all had bonus actions.
I
just-
mean, when he came out and
Wailed on Jeffrey.
almost killed
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey in one combat round, that was unpleasant.
And then a T-Rex, I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
is
Yep,
really bad.
should have counterspelled that, but
Battlefield
we
control,
learned.
man.
Hey, listen, the dice the dice decided we're okay.
Truly.
We're on the other side. Let's try not to
We
let it happen
sufficiently
again.
buffed.
Big thanks to Jason Wardell, who stayed up extra
You-
late tonight on
Thanks,
Eastern
Jason.
time and still crushed it tonight.
Go to bed, Jason. You earned it.
Yeah.
Out of here. Big thank you to Big Top Productions, our
Big Top
sponsor. Big Top was hanging out in the chat for a little bit tonight. Thank you so much
Big
for
Top.
letting this happen. And
wouldn't be
thank
able
you
to
as
have-
always to our incredible director, K.A.I Story of Tiger Moon Productions, crushing it. She had me blurring, according to chat. They got a rotating moon.
Pretty dope.
She's the queen.
Totally.
Very
Hell yeah.
very cool stuff happening. So, and thank you guys for hanging out with us for an extra long episode. It was a big fight, and cool to have everybody along with us for the
Hell
ride.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come join
Yeah.
our Discord.
Yes,
Everyone
can we
can
get
join.
a link
Yeah.
in chat with a Discord invite? Would be huge.
Get on in there. Help
Yeah,
us
if
name
you-
the episode. Something in the nasty grandma.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you're a Twitch subscriber or a Patreon supporter, you can see the cool things I didn't get to do with Mallocation because his stat block is in our little secret channel for behind the DM screen stuff. And there's something else I was gonna say, and I can't remember it because my brain's fried. So that's it. That's all I got.
And get some
everybody.
claps in chat for Harlan for running that insane
Seriously.
combat. That was ridiculous.
Really are.
There's so many people.
They are
Incredible.
I worked very hard
Super-
in my prep for this. I feel like all of our dungeon episodes finally kind of like, I was like, oh yeah, that person said this, like I have this ready, and it,
Nice.
you
Speaking of
guys-
the
you guys did the
dungeon,
work.
we'll be back this Thursday. If you want to see our DM talk show, The Dungeon, Thursday, 5:30
Heck yeah.
p.m. Mountain, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Check
Yeah,
it
a good
out.
friend of mine, Ben, is going to be on. He's going to talk about Adventures League, which I feel like is something we've never really touched on before. But it's
Yeah, that's sweet.
I played a campaign where we went from level 1 to level 20. I played a Gnome Druid, Jordan, in
Whoa,
it.
cool.
And, yeah, he's going to come on and talk to us about DMing this Thursday. So it's
Nice. I've never played Adventures League. That's not true. Aaron, you and me played one time.
Yeah,
with
we
that.
played a little Adventures League.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you next.
So thanks for
next
hanging out,
Monday.
everybody. Tell
Yeah,
your
thanks for
friends
having
about the show. We have fun things in the works.
A lot of cool stuff coming.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And we're wrapping up this arc, so it's going to be the perfect time for them to jump in the near future.
Yeah.
Truly. You found the Moon Girl. All right, get us out of here, Case. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than heroes.